The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, Uncle Shimi pissed. Why is my girlfriend dirty? Please wash your vagina.
Shall we play a game?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the podcast that finally reviews games that came out, like 8 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, this one was like June, though, right? I think
This is July.
Oh, that's not too
It
bad.
came out like it was around my birthday. It was like within like a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember what day your birthday is, so.
So
22nd.
we're just eternally 5 months late.
Yeah.
Is what this
Yeah.
year is.
It's only like 4 months.
Listen, this
But-
means we're not pregnant because we finally got our period. We're okay.
Yeah. Probably were, but we certainly aren't now.
Swift punch in the gut.
Yeah. One trip down the stairs.
One
And
coat hanger
boom.
later.
Ow.
So, as you know, we are finally reviewing the Ghost of Tsushima. One of the final hurrahs on the PlayStation 4 since Cyberpunk was never going to be released.
Since they punked us, fucking assholes.
It's
Yeah.
out on the fucking 10th.
Of what?
It's too late, yeah, of 2077.
Is it going to be like December?
Yeah, they said for sure.
It's December 10th.
Wasn't it supposed to be out in March?
It was supposed to be out,
Or like February or something? So I remember the very
Yeah.
beginning of this year was supposed to be like crazy.
yeah. Wasn't it supposed to be out like a year ago, though? Like, for real? Because it was supposed to be out in like 2019, towards the end. And then they
I don't
moved it.
remember when it was initially supposed to come out.
Yeah.
If you say initially, though, then they announced this game like 6 years ago.
All
Like,
I
around
remember
Witcher
is
3.
that it was supposed to come out in like October before, I think.
Yeah.
And then they moved it.
It was
bunch of
September,
times.
and they moved it to.
Was it September?
And they
Okay, yeah,
moved
it was
it,
September,
yeah.
and then they moved it to like
it
November or
was like
something,
it was
and
like
then
the
they
end of
moved
it was like
again.
beginning of November, and then like December 10th.
Yeah.
But they told stock holders and people who had stake in the company and the game that it would like for sure release the 10th.
Okay. Well, as long as they didn't tell them that before, I suppose it's going to come out. Are you guys going to get it?
I want to get it on console, but that means I need a PS5.
Yeah, you said that, but like we all talked about like the group getting it on PC as well. So I think I might just get it on PC.
Seems like a dumb decision.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Does it? I'm sorry that it'll look great better on computer. My bad.
Depends on like what fucking shit you have for your computer.
I got good shit.
Yeah, that's true. He has a brand new computer, so
I mean, I do too, but
But what's
Wait,
the
did
whole
I'd
you
game?
rather get it on my PC. Or
Why?
No, my,
It doesn't
on
matter.
PS5.
I mean, like, really, it's a single player game anyway, so what does it matter?
No, it has multiplayer.
Really? I thought they
Yeah,
said it
it
was
has
mostly-
co-op.
Maybe it's cross-platform. And we can
doubt
outshoot
that.
you.
Maybe. I mean, they are focusing on doing a lot more crossplay shit, so maybe.
Which it's about time, really. I mean,
It just makes one of the consoles obsolete.
yeah, fucking Xbox.
yeah, as if it hasn't been already. Honestly,
That's why they just did a bunch of those, like, pillaging and buying of all those different,
yeah,
Yeah.
little companies.
Yeah,
so they
so-
actually own something worthwhile.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just to put it on both Xbox
It was just-
and PC at the same time.
Ooh, so scared. They should be. I think they should go militant with it, man. I would just put Elder Scrolls 6 only on Xbox.
They might do a timed exclusive, but
Yeah, that's
there's no
what they
way
said.
that they're going to do it like forever. That
But
way.
it'll probably play better on Xbox. Like that's one of the things he said is like they want the games to play better on Xbox than anything else.
I'm sure they
They're
do.
gonna play better on PC,
Yeah.
Damn straight.
and then they're gonna get the mods for it. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to play as like they should mod into like or whatever, not Skyrim 6, fucking Elder Scrolls 6. They should mod in like the Xbox dude. I can't remember his name. Like his weapon is just his dick.
Phil Spencer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he does look like he would use his penis.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying because he like fucks your wife.
Yeah.
So like,
You show up home and he's just like sitting on your couch in your robe, swirling your $90 bottle of whiskey in the little glass. Hey there, sport.
your kids call him dad, and you're just like, what?
Yeah. But he leaves on a good note. He gives you like an endless subscription to Game Pass.
You watch Pussy Be Poppin'. Here's an endless subscription.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, pal.
I've never come so hard as an Xbox.
a lifetime Game Pass for both PC and Xbox.
Yeah. All he is like Xbox slogans. That's the only thing that comes out of his mouth.
Do you like that Game Pass dirty girl? Like it's just
Yeah.
He's a human ad.
It's so crazy to me, like the way he looks. He just looks like a
I
bro.
want to bust on your Halo installations.
Yeah. You want Halo 7, bitch? I
You
got
want
Halo
Master
7.
Chief Collection 2 that has Halo 5 Infinite and
Yeah, you'll buy it again, won't you, you dirty whore? Dirty fucking slut.
Yeah, you want Marcus Phoenix back, bitch.
Yeah. You don't care that we ruined it after 3. 3 was the end, you say? We got 5. We got 6. They're old now.
they're all free.
Yeah, with Game Pass.
Yeah.
Free on day 1. That's when your wife comes. Free on day 1.
And you get the Game Pass for free.
Dude, you could get Game Pass for $1 right now for an entire fucking month.
That's what R2
Yeah. Yeah, it's a drop I haven't used for a while.
Yeah, that's what I did for the PC. At least for the first month, there's like $1.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, Xbox.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like,
Now I can play all your games and like
Except for like, I was like, I'm gonna download Halo. Then I read all the reviews and like, bro, this game fucking sucks on this. Like, get it on Steam. Just pay the money. It's worth it. And I was like, okay.
yeah, if you get it on Steam, you can like crossplay with everybody else. I don't think it lets you on like the if you get
Man,
it through, like,
he's
the
even
Microsoft
cucking you
thing.
in games. That's
Yeah.
horse
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, you can't get away, man. You can't get away from the Phil Spencer cuck. I'm coming, kid.
He's gonna dangle his balls on your chin one way or another.
Yeah. I'm going to drag these nuts in your face one way or another
I'm gonna fill you up.
with exclusive content. Only on Xbox.
Fable 4.
We just pop Bethesda, baby.
World exclusive.
Plays better for us.
It's certainly not just on our console, but it does play better on ours. I swear to God.
At least until it comes out on PS5, and then it's gonna be way better.
But don't tell the Xbox people. If they were smarter, they would know.
Yeah.
We still get it first,
World exclusive.
but only for a year.
We still gotta make that buck.
That's right.
This is Phil Spencer ASMR.
Yeah. Plays best.
We're never gonna give up Sea of Thieves.
You can't take. You're gonna have to pry for my cold, dead penis.
His foreskin is like envelops. He's like, it's mine forever.
Yeah, he pulls it back to his body. You can't have it.
You thought I had a micro penis, but I just think it's in there.
Oh boy.
I actually really want to play that game, to be honest.
It looks really fun. Actually.
Oh, it is.
Don't let Phil Spencer let us hear us saying that. Though.
I know, yeah. It is on PC, obviously, but and the guys at work who have Xbox, they want to play it, but I don't have any fucking time.
I mean, like
so.
I've heard it's really fun, but
Really, when I see it, I just kind of want to go back and play.
Sid Meier's.
No, I didn't play that.
I probably love it, but it's that Empire Total War game. I've been itching to play that again anyway, just because of how cool it is, like that campaign. Just randomly, you find Alexander Hamilton and his little cannon crew.
I fucking don't understand that game. Every time I've tried to play it, like I just can't get the hang of it.
Yeah,
And then when you fucking play multiplayer, like whoever has like the defense always wins.
yeah. I don't think we ever beat each other
No.
when one of us was in the castle.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It is really fucking hard. I mean, I think that's the point. When you're under siege, it's hard. But I honestly just wait them out.
You just got to starve him out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also can't control like how many troops you have or anything. Like it doesn't let you like just have a fucking bigger army to surround the fort to like starve them out or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of BS. I really loved some of the shit I did in that game, though. There was one fight where, you know, like when you're going in the campaign, it'll tell you like the odds of you winning.
Yeah.
It was like a group of foot soldiers against a cannon crew of mine, and I was like, I don't know if I can actually win this, but it said the game says I should be able to win, and so I just like went into the fight, and it was just this group of foot soldiers like slowly advancing over the course of like 15 minutes, and I'm just like trying to shoot him with the cannon. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking kill him. Like, I can't hit these guys. We keep missing. And I was like, come on. And then they got within like fucking charging range, and then they charged me, and like my cannon guys just broke hard, and they just fucking stopped, pulled up their guns, and executed every one of my cannon guys. And I was like, that was a giant waste of like 20 minutes, and I don't know how the fuck I thought I would win that. But seriously, they were just like fucking slow left, right, and there's just cannons, balls just flying past them, like no one's getting hit. I'm like, fuck, come on. Please, God. Yeah. Kill these scum. I killed like 4 of them. And like
Every miss, just a tear.
yeah. And it's like the slowest reload ever. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to kill me. It's like, fucking kill me.
It's like that meme of the cat's playing the game that's eyes roll like water. You're just like, no.
I want to know what would have happened if you were able to fucking win that. Like the cannonball just like fucking plows through an entire line of the dudes.
Yeah.
Kill like 100 of them in one fucking shot.
Yeah. And you know when you're fucked in that game too, because like they'll suddenly go into formation right before they kill you. Like they were like kind of charging, and so they broke formation, and then everybody like lines up in the line, and then my guys like fucking get off the cannon and start like booking it, and then just everybody just gets ripped apart. I really like that game. It's like really cool. Don't do that though. That's fucking stupid. And I know giant waste because your cannon guys are retards.
I think the Roman one would be pretty cool.
I did buy that, but I never played it.
They have like a samurai one that I think would also be pretty rad.
Yeah.
Who plays samurai games?
Yeah, seriously.
Who plays those?
I think it would just be better without the fucking like bullshit long range weapons. Like the fucking cannons and muskets and shit.
Yeah, it could be more intense.
Yeah, because you'd have to like direct like actual dudes into the battle, like with the get like with the Roman one, the flanks dudes with the big shields and their spears and
Yeah, and then break lines with cavalry. That's one of
Yeah.
the things that game doesn't do.
yeah,
Cavalry
it doesn't do that at all in
they
Total
just
War. No.
walk up to like the dudes and start attacking. Like you don't bust through the line and then cause chaos, but they do break. People do break in that game. So when you start like slaughtering them,
Yeah,
they will
you
just
route
flee.
them. The mechanics of that are always weird to me too. When I played it, it's just like
Yeah.
they just randomly would route, and it's like what?
Yeah. I always loved like routing them and then like running them down
Yeah.
as they were trying to get away, because the round won't end until they're either all out of bounds or all dead. And so like they'll start getting routed, and I'll like bring a dude around and like fucking
Start
surround
slaughtering
them.
people.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of like guns, so guns in that game with muskets, it'd be dope if you can get like one of those like old like rotary like machine guns.
I can't remember
Like, you
if
just-
those are in there.
It'd be
I
sweet.
think they might have something like that.
The game starts, though, if you play the campaign, it starts in like the 1600s. So like you're in America, and we're like fighting the French and mostly the French, I guess, but and the natives and shit like
Okay.
that. It's really cool. And then you'll get like historical figures like randomly as you play. You'll just like get George Washington as a general. You know?
That's cool.
And he's a super character. They can all die, but
I kind of wish they would let navigate the battles for you. Like you could direct them to do that.
yeah, I think you can make them like you can simulate them, but I never trusted it because the computer is the enemy and the simulator. So I'm like, why would I give the computer this power?
It's like, I want to win.
Yeah, I wonder if they would have won the cannon thing though. I wonder if the computer's cannons wouldn't have sucked ass.
Maybe. I mean,
But those,
some games can play themselves. Why not?
yeah, if Final
That
Fantasy
one-
12 can do it, why can't Empire Total War?
Yeah.
Those are like the best games though. The like strategy games. Honestly, like if I could only play one thing forever, it would probably be those kind of things.
Yeah. Not Conan Exiles.
I take back what I just said. If it weren't for Conan Exiles, that would be a true statement. Speaking
I mean,
of,
survival games are a type of strategy, I guess. You have to have a sort of strategy to survive.
yeah, that's true, I guess. Speaking of, what has everyone been playing this week?
I played some Call of Duty, some Vermintide 2. We played some Dead by Daylight.
Back into that. Huh?
Yeah, we played a couple custom
We
games.
were looking for games to play together that wasn't Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Who is we?
A4, Jacob.
Cameron, Brandy, and I.
I mean, they all played
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I was watching him. I wasn't playing.
Yeah, we were cucking him.
I chose to. Yeah, you guys gonna play? I was like, nah, I'm still painting.
Yeah, but
So,
we were still cucking you. You were watching us play.
oh, I guess I was getting cucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we played some Fall Guys.
Dude, Fall Guys is fucking retarded now. they made it like so much harder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, it was bad. Well, like so.
You
Cameron,
remember the fruit matching one?
Yeah.
So they added a big spinning thing in,
in the
middle of
yeah.
it now.
So you can like get
So you
hit
have to
off,
jump
yeah.
over it and
Oh,
match
shit.
and land on the matching tile.
which I got launched.
Yeah.
So I was buzzed, drunk-ish. Cameron was drunk. A4 had been drinking, and so like the whole time we're just like, we can't fucking do this. Like we were like trying to run and like do all like the maps and stuff, and we just kept dying. It was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
It is not user friendly anymore.
Well, the game did fall off the face of the earth pretty much, right?
Not really.
No, because, like-
there's still a lot of people playing it, and season 3 starts in like a couple.
They
days,
added
I
more
think.
players to like the matches too, because it went
Yeah.
from 40 to 60.
and,
Oh,
there-
okay.
and there's crossplay, I think, between PC and
Yeah.
the PlayStation.
Was there a... Yeah, that wasn't one that had crossplay before.
No.
Right? I think it's one of those games that feels like it should.
Yeah,
Just because it's like a cash grabby bitch.
we really have to put money in it. Like,
No, I know, but like those free to play games are always like,
well, the thing is, like, I guess people did have to buy it. It was only free for PlayStation for the plus.
oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah.
$15 normally.
Yeah.
Got it.
But so like after like it was like later that night, and after we like all like stopped playing, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, we could have played Fall Guys." We were asking for all the games we had downloaded, and I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah. I have that one downloaded too. We all could have played.
It's pretty fun.
Although it's only 4. You can only have a 4-man party, which is horseshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did play a round of Tarkov with Cam.
He convinced you to buy that?
Yeah.
It was on sale.
he
And
can
I was
play
like,
from prison."
Cam's been asking us to play it for like 6 months.
Yeah, I bought it too. I
So-
downloaded it yesterday.
It's not too bad. I did pretty good.
What about that? What about that Phasmophobia, man? What the fuck?
Dude, we
guys?
gotta play that again too.
Yeah.
we didn't play that yet, but we can play some.
But
of that.
we thought about it. A4 asked.
Yeah.
We were like,
Hey, Monday nights. Why is everyone such a ghost?
because
I mean,
Tsushima.
Craig's
fucking
at work,
work.
but
Because of Tsushima.
Yeah.
well, now we're done.
I know. Last
and
night I
then-
felt sad because I wanted to play like Mordhau and like
oh, yeah,
Vermintide
we played
and,
some
like,
more now.
Tarkov, and I was like, I gotta beat Ghost of Tsushima. I
Well,
put
we
it
can
off.
play that. We can play that tonight.
I'm busy tonight.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
You're never busy.
And then this morning I played like 10 minutes of Ghost of Tsushima just to refresh myself a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do in those 10 minutes?
I found a couple hot springs.
Nice. Saw some samurai ass.
Yeah, saw some Jinsakai booty.
Day's not complete if you don't see some ass.
Yeah.
Jinsakai. Bubble butt.
Does this game have partial nudity in the?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, it's
In
one of
what?
those. It's one of those deceiver man ass partial nudities.
Deceiver man.
Yeah, because partial nudity is either tits or man ass, and there's like an 80% chance that it's man ass.
Yeah.
And this game,
There's no tits.
this game falls into that. Yeah, but like, I mean, shit. Like, if you saw any, it would be Yuna's, and those pillows would be filthy, dude.
We could have went to like a whorehouse or something. I don't see what we did.
She never bathes.
She
So
is
it's
always
like-
dirty every time you see
Yeah,
her.
yeah. It's like the guy's like, I kind of want to smash, especially when you get that hot spring where he's like reflecting on a woman's touch. That one's funny. And he's like,
Oh.
yo.
That'd have been great if it panned up. It's like, yo! His hand goes into the water.
Yeah. It's like, man, if only Yuna would just bathe
If you
once.
Yuna, if you showered, we would have many children.
Would they all be stillborn though? Because he's the ghost.
God damn it.
Is that it for you, Craig?
Yeah, that's everything.
What about you, Zach?
I played Call of Duty with the boys and swore a lot.
Which COD? New one?
No, just the regular Modern Warfare, the best one, the best online one.
The best.
I mean, right now.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, currently, yeah.
The new one's supposed to be pretty good though. A lot of people like it.
I've heard they
still
only
trying to
really like it for zombies. Like there's a lot that they're pissed off about for
That's-
the multiplayer.
Zombies is a huge pull for me though, because I really liked playing zombies.
Yeah, it used to be until they fucked it up
I would still get it.
with
Yeah,
the second one.
I don't like how they added like the weird storylines ones.
Yeah, like Black
having
Ops.
one or two maps for it is fine, but like I like
It's okay to be wrong.
I like the OG maps where it's just like
Yeah,
survive in this fucking like thing for a long
I
time.
do too. Yeah, the Black Ops 2 just went like way too far. Or Black Ops, is it 2 that we have on PC that we play
Yeah.
a bunch? Yeah, it just went way too far, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it was still fun to play drunk, but
I mean, yeah,
The
it's still
OG maps.
fun, but like I'd still do prefer the
So they actually
Shino Numa, Nocturne, and Toten.
Is it Black Ops? Black Ops
The
2
Rise.
did a map pack, and it's all the old ones, and they remastered them to like look better.
Black Ops 1 did that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad that they keep those ones alive because those are the best ones.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why they keep doing it, and that is the reason.
yeah. So played some of that. I played Ghost of Tsushima, obviously. I played Helltaker on PC.
Did you take hell?
I did. I took all the women waifus.
Is that just like a visual novel thing?
No, you play. It's a puzzle game.
Oh,
It's a like a.
You got that itch,
It's like a
huh?
rhythm puzzle game. A4 said it was free, and A4 said it was fun, so I just it's free. I can't. Did that on from like last week. I was like looking at some of the games from the awards. I bought Streets of Rage 4.
Nice.
Yeah, so started playing that. I think that's it. I didn't get any Valhalla time this week, so I wanted to beat Ghost. So I'm excited for this week to play a bunch of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, I still can't believe, man. No one told me how awesome Assassin's Creed Origins was. Like, so I think Craig actually did tell me.
Origins or the Odyssey?
Which one?
who's the character? What is it in Egypt or is it in Rome?
Rome. Rome.
Then that's Odyssey.
Rome is the one I want to play. I have not played
Or
any
Greece,
of the
I
new
guess
ones.
I guess it's Greece.
Yeah, it would be Greece, but I just didn't know about they had that Thermopylae battle, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty sweet. I like you can climb on the statues of the gods, and they always have like their dicks out, so you can like hang on the dick and balls of the gods.
That's good. I wouldn't have played it. I don't think I'd play it if I couldn't do that.
I think I sent you a picture of like me just like dangling off of Zeus's balls.
Yeah. So I played a lot of Conan Exiles on Monday night. So Monday night was supposed to be the night that I finished Ghost of Tsushima for this review. And what ended up happening is Joe, former host from the from the host graveyard.
The house graveyard.
He's in the Conan now. He has plenty of time at night, and Monday night we both have off. And so I was like, hey, you going to get on? Because I made this thrall that was Jesse Ventura, and I was like, hey, you should see this. It's kind of funny. It's just this bald fuck. And then he gets on, and then we proceed to play Conan for like 11 hours. Just forever and ever. And it was great, man. We did a bunch of boss fights. We explored the west. And then we also went to the north camp and set up shop there. And now we have mounts. And so I was like traveling back and forth from noob base to the new camp, like grabbing everything I could carry.
Nice.
And walking up there.
Real quick, is the host graveyard the pet cemetery? You're coming back.
Yeah. They come back if we bury them in it. They have come back. It's true, yeah. I guess it is the pet cemetery.
There's a reanimator.
Yeah. That was a blast, always. But it's so... Everything takes so long, and there's so much desire to play it that I just had to stop.
You're going to be playing it on PC so you can play that Isle of Siptah?
Eventually. I still have my server on PS4, though. So I kind of want to finish it out there. But, dude, I found a whole new area that I never knew existed. Kind of like near the pirate area.
Oh, yeah.
You can get on that rowboat and you go to, like, a new land.
It's like when you find out you can
Really?
eat ass for the first time.
Yeah. It's like a whole new world, and there's, like, a boss guy in there. And I guess you can fight these little slug dudes that are supposed to appear. It's, like, the fastest way to level up your thralls.
Is it like a DLC area that you didn't know about, or was it just there and you just never knew about it the entire time?
It's just an instance area that's there. But you go and you can both go, like your whole team. But the dude in there is fucking beast.
So it's like that area that's in the volcano with like the lizard dudes.
Kind of, yeah. It's like this random little area with a fucking monstrous boss.
Yeah, that's cool.
He pretty much, I think he hit Joe twice and he died. And he's like level 40. So I was like, fuck.
Just turn around and ran away. You're like, nope,
You know, it's hard because it's a small area and my thrall would not disengage. And I was like, fucking run, bitch. Run. But we found some pretty good gear in there. And it was a good place to level. But
Yeah.
my guy's like level 57, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm.
I know there's a way to like increase your stats after you max level, from what I've heard. I don't know how to do that, though. So right now I'm just like... I'm going to try to find, excuse me, the religions in the world. I know where the Mitra one is, and I can't remember where Yog is. I know it's near Noob Camp. You remember how you can find the dudes and like they'll teach you their religion?
That's cool.
I know
Yeah.
where the ice one is.
The ice one I remember, just up by that lake.
Yeah. There's that ice giant up there that you can talk to.
Yeah, I don't know what my fucking problem is though, but this game, I'm still obsessed with it, and like I'm so purist about it that I refuse to look things up online, and I just make myself figure it out.
Yeah.
And so like I have my little notepad, and I'm like, all right, A7 top left corner, it's Mitra. It's like I'm like writing down the whole entirety of it, like
No,
some
that's-
fucking.
That's rad.
It's like the old days of like mapping out Zelda. That's what I want to make this game for me, which means that it's going to be another like 9 million hours until I'm finally done and I can say, okay, no more.
Well, at least your notes will transfer over if you play the PC version. So for
Yeah.
your Isle of Siptah.
Yeah, I can pound through and like collect everything real fast. But like recipes, there's a lot in the world. It's kind of an annoying amount considering how huge the map is. But
I mean, like with like that kind of like thinking, like going fucking looking stuff online is such like a slippery slope too.
yeah,
Because like once you like do it once and be like, nah, like I'm gonna like just do it. I'm gonna do it because I don't like doing it either. Like I hate it.
yeah,
I'd rather figure it out myself. And it's like, I'll just do this one.
yeah,
It's like, well, I mean, I did it one time. I'll just do it again.
yeah. And trophies, it's like I'll just look them all up. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And it's that I feel like that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it different for something else.
Yeah.
Because you already have the plat.
Yeah. I do already have the plat, so why not? But yeah, I played a bunch of that. I played a decent amount of Ghost of Tsushima as well. Obviously, we're all here today to review that game, and we hadn't beaten it last time, so spoilers for the next segment. I did as much as I could in the limited amount of time. I think I put in...
And the limited amount of 5 months that we had.
Yeah, the limited 5-month period.
But I'm in the same boat as you because, like, I had time and I chose to play the games.
Yeah. It's my own fault. But I finished it up, and I still have a lot to do. I think I still have about half of the territories, or the areas to liberate from the Mongols. There's a lot of question marks left. Like, there's a lot of shit in this game.
Like, when it was the first area, like, when it first came out, like, I did everything in the first area. All story missions, I cleared every single area, I found every single question mark.
Yeah.
And then I went to the second area, and then Mongols took over the first area again. It's like, nah, fuck this shit. I was like, no, this is...
I don't know how that's even possible because they've never done that for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine had, like, things turn red again. I was like,
It told me that one was under attack, but then it never turned. So I don't know what happened with that.
did you order a pizza, Schweiss?
Yeah.
Did you order a sausage pizza?
Maybe. Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely didn't give it enough time, but I don't know. It's also, there's also so much shit in the game too. with
Right.
Tsushima.
There is a lot, and which is great. Like,
That
so
it's-
it's not a bad thing at all. Like, it's great.
I think the way they balance it is pretty good with the extra content. Like, you don't have to do it, but there's a lot there.
No, but if you do,
choose.
you can upgrade everything as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah, for sure. So that's everything we've played this week. The real question, many, in fact, would say the only question, did anybody beat a game this week?
Nope.
Sackboy.
I did.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Is it? Is it Ghost of Tsushima?
It is, but I
Oh my
also
God.
beat Helltaker this week, too.
Oh, you took hell. What is that game? Is that puzzle game?
Don't make me say it.
It's a puzzle game where apparently
Is that
you're
a
supposed
titty-
to fuck
You're
a
this-
bunch of
you don't
demons.
fuck
Is that
anyone.
a titty fuck
No,
demon game?
you're this dude,
with
and
puzzles?
you decide that you want to have a harem of demons, and so you go in and you do puzzles to, like, you only get so many amount of moves, and, like, you rhythm it, and you have to, like, go to each one, and you convince them to, like, go with you.
Oh, we have an interesting arrangement here.
And the
with
last
hunk.
boss was such a bitch, dude. I was so mad.
Very nice. I also beat Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Sushi.
So the host hog is as follows. First place, a 2-man tie at 21 games beaten.
I don't know why you're feeling smug. This is exactly when I turned it around.
Yeah.
Baby, you're not
Craig
good at
is
this time.
Craig is fourth quarter.
Let me see your hands real quick.
Let's fucking hammer his hands.
You can't play games with broken thumbs, can you?
Oh, I can.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, as he looks at you in like the VR headset, just like
The one built in the back of his head.
yeah. Playing right now, motherfucker. I am in the sad third place, back at 13 games beaten. This is way, by far, the worst year I've ever had for games completed. Since the show. Honestly, I'm thinking about like my life before the shows. I wasn't playing this many fucking games each year to completion. So even 13 for a normal human being, kind of a lot.
It is a lot.
But for us, real bitch mode. So
Yeah, I think our first or second year, both of us were in the 40s.
I know there's one year where I passed 50. I'm pretty.
That
Or
might
no,
have
no,
been,
no.
That might have been our second year then.
I think it was 47. I think I was close to 50, and you were over 50.
Yeah.
Because I've never beaten you. Because you make it happen every fucking November and December period. You'll beat like 12 games.
You don't have your time off anymore, though. How you gonna?
Still have enough time off.
Yeah, you gonna
And I have a lot of PTO.
Wait, are they not letting you take off like a week in December?
No, so we usually get the last 2 weeks of December off, but because of like our people ordering a shit ton of like gun safes, we don't get it off anymore because of like the COVID stuff.
Well, what the fuck are you supposed to do then? Just not have time off all year?
I guess that we're doing a bunch of overtime, so I have another week of 3 12-hour days, the week of Christmas, and then another one the week of New Year's Eve.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
I hope they deny all your time off.
They won't.
I hope they do.
Wait, so you have some for near the end of the year?
I have over 100 hours of PTO
Oh,
that I
wow.
can use.
So do I.
It'd be really irresponsible.
So
for you to
if
take it.
if I want to retain my hog, I can, Zach.
All I'm saying is, I have the last week.
Also,
of the
I
year
haven't
off.
beaten a game in like a month.
Yeah, maybe he's storing up.
I'm letting you catch up.
Are you?
He's
For the,
storing.
for the,
you?
for the,
Yeah, I bet you are.
for the devastating
I bet you
crushing
are.
of your balls.
Dude, I am into that. But I also... I
like him to be played with. I don't know about crushed.
Oh, I'm getting a pair of high heels just to like
buddy.
really grind.
You
it
don't
in
think
there.
you don't think I have any secret games up my sleeve either? Like, come on.
Is anybody else hard?
I think we're all hard.
I mean, I was
here.
hard before, but harder.
You're tearing this friendship apart. I don't think I've ever shown it on the show, but I do have a picture that A4 drew of me and you, like Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting over,
Oh,
over
yeah.
the lava pit
Yeah, that one's funny.
with our lightsabers. Yeah,
Who is Obi-Wan?
I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can see if I can find
You're
it. and show
the
you.
great maimer. I don't kill, I just maim.
See if I can find it. I'll show you.
He didn't even kill. Did he kill Grievous? I can't remember if he
Yeah,
killed
he
Grievous.
shot him. He
Yeah,
exploded.
he shot him in the chest
But he
when
was
his
mostly-
like thing was exposed.
He's
so he,
mostly
like,
a robot, though.
yeah.
He's a sick robot.
He had organs in his sack.
Yeah. So he's killed one person. So there's that. One person.
At least one, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else just didn't even kill Darth
Aside
Maul.
from maybe some of the clones that he fucking killed, but they're not real people.
Jesus,
They've never been real people.
never been real people. You guys are fucking. They're real to me.
Yeah. We're originalists or
Hey,
whatever.
they betrayed him, bro.
What would you call that if you're like racist against clones? Originalist? Like I only like the original. models.
Originalist.
And even him, I'm like, eh.
Or naturalist, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're going against God.
That's why you only live for about 40 minutes.
This is why you don't play God.
The hog is getting intense, though. I will say this, though. Nice. Yeah, I saw that one online. I just couldn't remember who was who. Next year, when I have my second, I guess second or third, depending how you put it, child, I am taking off an entire month. A whole month of
Dude,
no
you know what?
work.
You deserve it, though. You work so fucking hard, man. Like, it's going to be nice.
I agree.
And then he's going to spend all that time playing Conan Exiles.
Like,
yeah.
I got 1,000 hours in that game now, and I'm still not done. Bum, 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 bum.
I won't stop till I hate it.
I don't even like it anymore, but hate is far, far away. Yeah, there will be some exiled lands for sure. I mean, that's gonna be so nice, though. We're all gonna get to hang out and like frolic.
Frolic.
Frolic through the flower fields.
Yeah,
Frolic through the abandoned warehouses of Phasmophobia.
yeah. Frolic
man.
through the bonus maps and watch people get strangled
Fucking Phasmophobia.
for our very eyes. I'm excited. It's like February too. It's not that far away. I'm like, yes.
I didn't know she was due that soon. That's crazy.
I know. It's another boy, and she won't let me name him Caleb Michael Schweiss II or Caleb Farnsworth Craig Schweiss.
Damn. That one's my favorite.
Because then it's like I can get away with having him call with the same name as me, but I'm like, I named him after Craig. What are you talking about? It's not named after me. I'm not that vain. It's his Caleb, not mine.
Just can't have a C, Caleb.
Yeah, no, there are no C Calebs allowed. Not in this house.
No C Calebs.
Yeah. But that's going to be awesome. I think next year could be a good hog year for me, depending on how I play it. But yeah, this year 2020 is just all fucked up, man. Every aspect of it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Even you were starting to get like worked to death.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been doing overtime since July.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. It's hard, huh? It's hard to get stuff done because, like, you just want to sleep.
50 hours every week, and now for the last 2 months, we're doing fucking 30 or 12-hour days.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the bitch, too. I can't remember who I was talking to about that yesterday. It was like, yeah, do you want to get stuff done? But you just don't. Like,
Yeah.
you have just all these things you want to do. Oh, it was my coworkers. I was like, dude, I want to get shit done. And I either, like, sacrifice sleep and I hate myself the next day, or I just go to sleep and I'm like, I could have done something.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, like, the guiltiest I've felt all year is probably when I either left early from work when there was nothing to do, which was really bad. That was like 3 days ago. I don't know why I felt so bad, but I was like, it's just wrong.
yeah, my gaming time has suffered a lot because I haven't been able to play like on Fridays because that's usually been my day to just play.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
nobody's usually on till like the afternoons, so I just play something by myself up until like everybody got on.
No distractions, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was that moment, and then it was the moment where I had a day off, and I just went to bed at like 10 o'clock. I was like, I'm fucking tired, dude.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, I wasted it.
And that's what it feels like, and it's so shitty.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's wrong, because you don't get sleep the other days either, at least as much, because
Yeah.
you're sacrificing to get
Right.
the other stuff. And so, like, when you have the days off, you just...
Well, it's like I want to get stuff done during the week so I can enjoy my weekend, too.
Yeah, that too.
It's like I have things I need to get done so I can enjoy my days off.
Yeah. It's hard, man. It's brutal.
I just like, so I was talking to my cousin. She's 18, but she's still in high school. And so she was like complaining, and I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you get days off. Like, this is your vacation.
Yeah, it's nice.
All you have is homework. Homework, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like, stop bitching. I miss it. I miss having those like days where like all I care, like all I did is hang out. Like, I just hung out with friends and played video games, and I didn't feel guilty.
Yeah.
And I slept till 1 p.m. and then I was up and did my shit.
I didn't sleep back then either, but...
Yeah, but we didn't
could.
feel it.
Yeah, now I feel it.
Like, back in high school, like in the summer, like I played football, so I had football practice every morning. I'd go to bed at like 3 a.m. and wake up at 5 to go like weightlift, and that was just every day.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel tired.
Yeah.
And
We were
now,
freaks.
Fucking
Now I'm like
shit.
passing out at work and...
yeah, my kidney hurts for some reason.
Yeah.
I think it's the alcohol.
Probably.
My liver keeps shutting down.
You just gotta hit it.
Pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
you just gotta
punch
gotta,
it.
just gotta Fonzie it.
Keep going.
Hey.
Just hear it in the inside there. Come on, baby. Turn over. Starting to see stars. Come on. Your vision's getting like fucking tinier and tinier. Come on. Oh. Yeah. Woo.
Fucking fall asleep sitting on the couch and wake up and I'm like, oh, my back's broke.
Yeah.
This sucks. Jesus,
Yeah.
dude.
Now it's just fucking
30's looking awesome.
Yeah, seriously. It's looking fucking close, I'll tell you that.
To the children that listen to the show,
Yeah.
it only gets worse.
Exactly. Fuck,
The
dude.
hill gets steeper the further you go down.
Yeah, and your testicular fortitude. I don't even know what I was trying to say. You just can't do it anymore. You just get old and you just become decrepit.
That's right, man.
I go to the gym and I lift a little bit and I'm like out for the week.
Yeah. You gotta lift, man.
I like lifting, but I go too hard because I'm like, I'm not a pussy,
And then you are.
and I hurt myself. Yeah,
Yeah. It's hard because if you go too long, like it'll take you like a week and a half to get over the soreness.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
great.
Yeah, I got a friend who I wouldn't say a bodybuilder, but like he lifts a lot. Like he's huge. And I'm like, because we used to like lift in high school, so it was like, oh yeah, I'm like, I remember like how much I used to like lift weights, and then I go and try to do it. I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
I've gotten back into it kind of the last few weeks. But I've been too busy for like
yeah,
the last like 4 or 5 days, but I started week 2 of the thing that I've tried to finish like 6 times, and I
Nice.
keep failing. And so I've got some of it left, but
Yeah, I just broke and I got a Vasa pass.
yeah,
So
I would get some stuff at home. But I don't know if you have any room. I don't think you do.
I do.
you?
I have weights at home.
Oh, okay.
But like what I want to do, I want to get back into powerlifting.
Yeah.
So I have to go to the gym.
So you need a lot of home weights if you're going to do that shit.
I know. That's why I go to the gym.
Yeah. Do you go though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
that's
go
good.
I wake up 6:30 in the morning. And I go for an hour and then come back, take a shower, go to work.
Yeah, I don't like doing it before work, but I don't have a choice. So
That's lots thing too. Is I'd rather do it later, but I don't have a choice.
yeah.
Because if I say I'm going to do it after work, I'm going to get home and be like, nah, I'm tired.
But honestly, unless you're doing legs, it doesn't really matter. Like you'll be weak, but you're not going to be like destroyed, like you'd think you would be
Right.
if you don't work out in the morning.
Yeah.
So like I don't like it as much because I like it to be at the end of the day and just destroy myself and then go to bed.
Go to bed, yeah.
And I feel like I went harder when I did that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just think I was a harder man, 10 years ago.
Right. Well, I like doing at the end of the day too. Is like you lift hard, you take a shower, and then you're like relaxed, and you're like, oh, this is like perfect time.
Yeah, but
To
now
go to
we just
sleep.
go to fucking work like retards.
Yeah.
Work. But yeah, that's where the hog is. You guys are tied, man. This is great. It's perfect timing for
Listen, when you lose, I'm still going to be your friend.
Craig doesn't know defeat.
I
The only one that knows
don't know defeat now.
the only one that knows defeat that cares is Jake. Because he was outed last year by Ingrass Black Dude. He was defeated in the overall hog.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it was disgusting.
What happened? What happened last year?
They were in the thousands?
No,
No, not thousands. It was like how many was it? There was like a couple hundred though.
They were both over 200 games.
Him and Ingress Black, dude.
Yeah.
How do you beat that many games? What do you do?
Well, the other day when I was streaming Ghost of Tsushima, Ingress Black Dude was like, I've beaten 3 games since you started playing. And I was like, what the fuck? They did
Oh, so
fighting
he doesn't
games,
play real
did-
games.
they were playing a bunch of like games that you could beat in like 20 minutes.
Oh.
Well, they do play real stuff, though. I think he...
No, I've seen Ingress Black.
They were
dude,
yeah,
and
they were
Jake's.
playing
I know
they were
play
playing
real
like
games.
other games too, but like they
I'm
were
just-
playing a lot of
I just
like,
know like Ingress Black dude's probably on stream right now listening. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck you, Zach.
well,
Fuck you."
They were
So-
playing a lot of those like side scroll brawlers that you can beat in like
Oh.
an hour, and then like a bunch of fighting games that have super short stories.
Yeah, like Mortal
and-
Kombat 1, you're like, I just have to beat a ladder.
well,
On
you have
Sega?
to beat it. If it doesn't have a story mode, you have to beat arcade with every character.
Oh, is that how it goes? Every character?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you put that on easy and just run with it.
He said
Yeah.
he said 269 in the chat. 269 games.
Nice.
Dear Lord.
That's-
I was thinking it was like around 270.
That's probably as many as I've beaten.
So did Ingress Black dude win it all last year?
Yeah.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Wow.
He won the league, the Hog League, and he won...
So he's like the Emperor Palpatine to whatever Darth Vader wins this. Like,
I don't know if he's going to try to take Jake this year. He says no, but he could be being coy about it. Who knows?
A4's been like pushing some games too, though.
Yeah, it's just not... Like, no one... You just can't compete with Jake unless you really, really try. Although I think
Ingress Black dude did. So
Jake's won the year before, and I can't remember who it was that was trying to... I think it was Black Mage Justin was one of those guys that was trying to
Yeah.
take him out. And now...
They got close.
And see what happens is you try to take out Jake, and you lose normally, and then you just don't care the next year. Like you just
yeah, you just lose everything that was like in you for
all,
that year.
all meaning is gone. The year after your loss,
it breaks you.
Yeah, it's like being
Your dick doesn't get hard
absolutely.
anymore?
It's like being absolutely fucked in like a UFC match, and then you just like can't do it anymore.
You just get Kimbo sliced. and no
Yeah,
one
you
remembers
get
ever
Kimbo
again.
sliced.
yeah. I'm actually not good at fighting at all. I just have a sweet beard and a cool name.
Dude, I got a hat at home that I got back when he was a fighter.
Yeah,
I was like looking through some, like I was cleaning and I found like my box of old hats.
yeah,
Got a Kimbo slice hat on. This is useless now.
yeah. He's a good Street Fighter, I guess, but
Oh,
when
he's
he
in
went,
the game?
when he went, yeah, when he went against a pro, he got his ass handed to him in like what was it, like 8 seconds or something crazy.
Jesus.
The guy just like clocks him twice and he just fucking drops. It was because they did it. They put him in like a UFC match.
Some of their fights are
think.
fucking fast though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It depends where you hit. Like if you get some good
Yeah.
hits there, you're fucked.
yeah. You can only handle so
McGregor
much.
has some fucking quick fights.
Yeah, he probably comes fast too.
Yeah.
Probably.
He is like 5'5", so he's this fucking midget man.
He just wants everything to be done.
Fuck you, midget man. 5'5" guy. Go fuck yourself.
In the world of giants, one Mexican stands alone.
Not even shoulder level.
Yeah. You look up. You just look up to us all. It's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fuck.
Man.
So Ghost of Tsushima, guys.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
We starting this then?
Might as well.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you
man.
did you beat anything? No. Oh, you already said it. You said
Yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah, you guys both beat Ghost.
All right. So, Schweiss is getting us set up.
Yeah.
So Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, I was gonna make us watch the trailer.
Oh, okay. We can do that. We can do that.
Can do we?
I have this stuff pulled up.
We're good.
We're talking this stuff. Gino Sakai.
Ghost of Tsushima official story trailer. Let's watch that one.
Fuck yeah.
It's official.
So official.
Get here with your fucking YouTube red pussy.
I can't hear shit. Oh, now I can hear, but it's really quiet.
This is what makes us samurai.
Why are they talking?
This is what makes us a samurai.
English.
Shut the fuck.
I'm a fucking purist, alright?
You're a bitch.
There must be thousands of them. We will face death and defend our home. We do what we must, Lord Sakai. That is why you and I are both survivors.
Fuck.
What?
I am samurai. No, you are more than that. You are the ghost. Convince your people to join me, and I will give them peace. We will never serve you. I've never seen a samurai fight like that. It was nothing.
You're more than a samurai.
You're the ghost.
The vengeful spirit. Back from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
If you continue down this path,
That's the ghost armor.
you will be no better than the Mongols. I trained you to fight with honor. Honor died on the beach. The Khan deserves to suffer.
The music, bro. My nipples are hard. It's just so good.
I am samurai. But I will sacrifice everything for my home.
So I've actually never seen the gameplay trailer before. I didn't plan on getting the game.
I didn't either.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't.
So
I've
yeah.
been waiting for this game since like they announced it.
Well, so I got it because you were like talking it up, and I was like, "Fuck, all right, I'll buy it." But so yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. In the plot, in 1274, a Mongolian invasion fleet led by Khotan Khan lands on the Japanese island of Tsushima. Jin Sakai joins with the rest of the island's local samurai, led by his uncle Lord Shimura, in an attempt to repel the invasion.
Yep,
That's the start.
that's it.
Yeah, the fight goes wrong in the beginning. The opening is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, it's so good. They just fucking
Now, if you guys remember, Khotan Khan is the cousin of Kotal Khan, who is the emperor of China.
Oh, I thought Kotal Khan was the emperor of Outworld.
Yeah, that's it. Or wait, was it? What was? Maybe I got the name wrong. What was?
Yeah,
his
because
name?
Kotal Khan is Outworld, bro.
Well, I think there is an actual Kotal Khan, but
Well, I think Kangrass Black Dude looked it up the other day, and he's totally made up. But this
what
stuff,
Khotin?
the guy in this game, that
Yeah,
you fight,
Khotin Khan. Yeah, but they're like he's supposed to be the cousin of like
He's the grandson
the
of Genghis
grandson
Khan.
of Genghis. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't know. I mean, they did.
It makes sense. They would,
I mean,
like, make that.
Right. I mean, it is historical fiction,
Yeah.
100%. And so take liberties, especially because of how good the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the opening is great. I was sucked in right from the opening. Just watching the dude get lit on fire, then get his head cut off because you're just like, oh, this bitch.
I was kind of sucked in, but then I had to derail for a month and a half and play Final Fantasy 14. So
Yeah, that always sucks when you have to like stop playing a game and then like some of the magic is lost.
I mean, I guess because I put it off too, but I still had just as much fun.
yeah. So in between all that stuff, I mean, you're obviously fighting the Mongolian horde, and you know it's kind of implied that your guy he doesn't really die, but part of him dies like on the beach.
yeah.
And maybe he does die. Who knows? It could be
So no, he's not dead.
You say just Pet Cemetery him.
What it is like every other samurai that was like on the island basically gets absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
The only like all the like major lords and stuff, they're all fucking gone now.
Yeah, they're dead.
The end, like a lot of them were your friends, your family, like your bros, and the only other person who survived was your uncle, who was basically your father because he like raised you.
You don't know that he's alive until a little bit later.
But yeah, you don't know he's alive, and when you find out that he's being held by the Khan, then you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go kill this
And
guy.
that's Lord
And
Shimura.
basically the whole time you're just like basically looking for revenge until you find out that your uncle's alive, and then your goal is to try and save him,
But
and
also,
then your goal is to like free Tsushima from the Mongols.
Yeah.
So you meet a character named Yuna toward like in the beginning, and she's the reason you're alive. She finds you, she nurses you back to health, and then you kind of go along with her for the first little bit because she's trying to get you out of the village, but you're also helping her and like some of her people. And then like later, like for the first part of like the island, this game is broken into 3 acts, which is 3 part of the island. And the main mission is like in the beginning is to like free her brother Taka, who's like a blacksmith, and to like help you be able to like scale these walls.
Yeah, it's to repay her for helping you out, and then he helps you out by giving you the ability to like climb walls and like sneak around to be able to like rescue your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the Khan is like figuring out what you're doing,
Right.
and he reports to your uncle and being like, hey, he's not following your code anymore. He's like,
Yeah. Because Yuna
killing these guys.
So Yuna, like a lot of her stuff when she kills people in the beginning is like stealth tactics, and that's not the samurai way. Like you show yourself and you have honor with it, and that's what the Mongols are like counting on, is you to follow your code so they can fuck you over on it, and he's not, and so that becomes a big contentious point of the game with him within himself and with Lord Shimura, is him breaking from his code and like doing it the way he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the parts of the game that I'm not sure how I feel about, because like it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like the whole reason why the samurai are as hardcore as they are is because they do follow their code. So like on the one hand, I agree with Jin.
Well, he's the only one left, so he can't like.
Yeah.
And he was never like there's you see a lot of the flashbacks too, like where it has like his like. Him as a kid, and like it kind of shows that he doesn't really understand why they'd follow that code necessarily.
Yeah.
So he's already questioning it from a child, and then he sees everybody who follows it just fucking straight up die.
Right.
And then like the Khan taunts him with it, being like, "We know what you're gonna do, so we're gonna fuck you."
Yeah. Like, which was interesting too, because like when it gets like towards more the end of the game, and him and Lord Shimura are like butting heads, he's just like, "We're not gonna save everyone if we keep following the code. Like, yeah, you have honor, but like you're gonna kill thousands, if not everyone."
Yeah.
So why are you doing this?
Yeah, and then he says, and then his uncle is basically like, yeah, what honor is the only thing that matters. So like, it doesn't matter if we all die if
Yeah.
We have our honor.
Yeah, and that's what makes Japan such a formidable opponent, is because that is how they feel, and they don't care about dying. And like they fucked some shit up in World War II. Like they were crazy.
They're the kamikazes.
Yeah.
It's honor.
Like there's a reason why we had to not nuke the fuckers, because they would have been bad if we had to.
They weren't going to stop.
If we had to mainland invade, there would have been a lot of dead people, like a fuckload. So like it was crazy, and I mean part of that is their culture of hardcore honor, and I feel like the game kind of, I don't know. To me, it's like I get it, and it doesn't really bother me all that much. But then at the same time, it's almost like something that we run into a lot these days is just kind of like disregarding the past as like, oh, it was just simpler.
It's not
and
necessarily
it's not
disregarding it, because the entire game he struggles with it.
yeah, and that's what I like
to the
about
point
it.
where it
does-
even incorporates it in like the gameplay, because like depending on how you play, it like fucks with the weather. Like if you stay honorable, then like it stays like sunny and fine. But like if you start stealth killing people a lot, then it like gets stormy. And cloudy.
Mine thundered a lot.
Yeah.
Like mine was like always stormy.
So like that, that's that's part of like the whole thing, because like he struggles with it, and he's like, yeah, I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I have to like do it in order to save our people.
Yeah.
And then he's like, but I don't know if like I can keep doing it, and then like so he struggles with it the whole time, and then he has to like come to terms with the fact that he's no longer
the game
a samurai.
the game guilts you as well at certain parts if you continue to like do like the ninja tactics.
Yeah. And
With
I like
Lord
the way
Shimura
way they did it, especially with your uncle. Like,
Yeah, your lessons.
yeah,
It was really good. It really was. It was a great way to incorporate it and make you feel bad.
yeah. That's why it's like I don't hate it, but part of me is like, yeah, this just seems like kind of a modernist, like everything from the past is gay. But at the same time, your guy does fight it the whole time, and he's kind of like really conflicted.
Well, I feel like he doesn't, or like towards the end of the game, like the end of Act 2 into 3 is when he switches completely.
Yeah,
But that's because like he saw like how many people were gonna die, and it was like that point where he's like, we can't fight it anymore.
and I like the way they kind of showed it with the poison.
Yeah.
That was like some real Geneva Convention shit going on.
Yeah.
This is their fermented milk. We'll put it in there and in their meat. And you just,
Yeah.
it's so good.
And you think like, you in a lot of ways it makes sense because these guys are invading their homeland. They are super outnumbered.
Mm-hmm.
But like if somebody were to use, like some kind of sarin gas or something like that now, everyone would lose their shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like you can't just say, oh, well, it's not a big deal because it's an invading force. It's like, no, if somebody did this in real life, everyone would be really, really pissed off.
Well, I mean, and they were. Like, Shimura's mad, and he even gets arrested because of it.
Yeah.
But then, like, the Mongols learn how to make the poison, and it, like, flips.
Yeah, and see, that's part of war too. You run the risk of them figuring out your tactics.
I mean, but, like, if you, like, look at it, too, like, it makes sense because Koten Khan, like, learned Japanese to go over there.
Yeah.
That was also, I think, a pretty sick scene when you take back the Shimura's castle, and, like, you're up top, and you jump down, and you just, like, open the gates, and you just fucking cut that dude's head off.
Yeah.
You're just, like, standing there.
I think the best part of the game was the end of Act 1, and then probably the ending. Those are the two
rescue
strongest.
him from the castle.
Yeah, the castle siege was fucking sweet.
I liked the beginning of Act 2, though, when you sieged with him together, you and Shimura.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was fun. I mean, like, honestly, like, all the story mission battles were sick. I had fun with everything. And, like, Yarikawa, Yoshikawa, that was fun.
Yeah, the duel with your buddy, yeah.
Well, that one, no, Yoshikawa, the one where you, like, take the city back from the Mongols, and they have the siege engines.
Yeah, that
one was
sick.
fun, too.
All of the city, like, recaptures are crazy.
Yeah, the war ones are great.
And the stuff with your one buddy, what's his name?
Ryoku?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's like Rio something.
It is.
So-
I'll tell you in just a second.
He,
Ryuzo. It's he's a
Ryuzo,
Ronin. He's a straw hat.
yeah, and you find him, you kind of help save his men, and then he ends up betraying you to feed his men. And he goes crazy. Like, he goes down a seriously dark path, like burning people alive. to get the Japanese to.
You know what? I liked how they made it so he was also very like he didn't want to have to do it because like when he burns the first person, he's like, "Just open your damn gates!" And he's yelling and he's crying, and then has to burn a second one, and he's like, "Just open your gates."
Yeah, but then
Just
they
give up.
did, and I was like, "What are these guys are pussies." Like what?
I see, but I think that's like a huge mental tactic. So if someone came up to me and was like, "Open your gate," like and started killing people, I was like, "Yeah, fuck you." But if they was like someone I knew, or was like related to, and they like sort of like, "Just please do it," and it's like you feel bad because you're like you don't want to put them in that situation either.
Yeah, I think that a big part of the reason that Jin like succumbs to like not wanting to follow the code of honor anymore is because he gets to know like the people of the like. Because he's like never really interacted with them before until like he started going around helping people out and helping out Yuna and whatever, and then he's like, fuck, like we can't let these people die just for our honor.
Right. Well, then like Lady Masako as well, Adachi. She towards the end of the game, if you talk to her, so like every time before a battle, it gives you an opportunity to talk to. It's a bonus thing. It gives you to talk to all your allies, and if you do before the battle, the final part of Act 2, if you talk to her, you apologize that you haven't like done any of her, because I didn't do any of her side quests. Like I did like the beginning of her side quest, but not a lot. So in mine, I apologized to her, and Jin's like, "Hey, like I'm sorry, like but we have to fight the Khan. Like if we don't, then he's these things are gonna happen." She's like, "Well, he killed my husband and my sons, so I'm willing to do it." But then like she's taking care of people that are dying, and she's like, what I'm gonna do with my life is like help these people like pass. And she's like, what? Like, you said you had a plan, and he's like, I do. Well, like, it goes against like my honor, and she goes, well, I mean, if you can stop other people from dying, why not do it?
Yeah.
And then you kind of see how a lot of the side characters too, and like and they're like pretty cool people, and like heroes in their own right. And they're like, no, like maybe it is time for a change because they've never faced anything like this.
Well, and the thing is, like, Jin still has like a code of honor. He's just not following like the
you just scare the shit out of
samurai
him.
first.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I'm not super against it. It did bother me a few times, but then you got to realize that he does have that inner conflict where he realizes that, man, I'm basically just throwing away thousands of years of why we are so great, but now they're also getting their asses kicked.
Well,
so
it's
maybe
not
they're
thousands of years.
Well,
'cause,
whatever,
like,
but hundreds, whatever it is.
10. Just kidding.
I don't remember when this is supposed to be, but I think it's like 1135 or something like around there.
Yeah,
It's 1274.
1274. So yeah, it's like
I'm sure what went into it is older than that.
One of the person I was surprised that was like more on your side, like after everything too, was fucking Sensei Ishikawa, the archer guy.
Yeah.
Like I expected him to be on Shimura's side 100%, but then like no, like he's there at the end with you.
Yeah, that's because he didn't do a side quest. You did.
Well, like whatever. Yeah,
Should have thought about
but
that.
so
before
no,
you
but
skipped
even
the bonus content.
even like he's like what is he? Jin says in mine when I talk to him, Jin's like you disapprove, and he's like I didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because this is one of those things where great civilizations will be really, really great for a really long time, and it's almost like a sports figure. Like I know this doesn't make you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but football, American football.
What?
I watch football.
Do you? You remember Ryan Griffin III?
No.
Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah. So he was really, really good his first 2 years because he was one of those quarterbacks that would just run all the time, and he was really, really fast and a really good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And then year 3, everyone had figured out what he did, and they just destroyed him. And he was like, he got injured all the time because he's a strong guy, but he's little. He's just a quarterback. Mm-hmm. And they shut him completely the fuck down. And all of his like epic play style just did not exist because he came out and he like had this crazy new style that no one really did, and it worked really, really well. And then everyone figured his shit out, and then they just destroyed him, and now he's nothing.
Yeah.
Anymore. And it's the same kind of a thing, like the Japanese, the samurai, their code it worked for a really long time, and then against the Mongols.
well, it
Didn't
worked
really work
against
so well.
themselves because they were still like fighting each other.
Yeah,
a
they
lot.
were still kind of.
They were still kind of like isolationist, so like they didn't really encounter a whole lot of other groups. Like they fought like Korea a couple times, but Korea had a similar thing kind of going on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Of course, China.
Yeah.
China.
There's
They
just
didn't-
too many people in China, though. You can't take China out.
But for the most part, they were, fighting amongst themselves. So like their code of honor, like really just was for themselves.
Yeah. To make you feel good.
Yeah, until they encountered a new enemy, and then it had to be something different because, like, the dude was like, "Yeah, I've studied you. Like, I know what you're gonna do." And so it's
Right.
like you have to do something else, otherwise you're gonna die.
Yeah, like what is it to the beginning of the game? He fucking throws wine on Adachi and then fucking lights him on fire.
Yeah,
Like, and then just cuts his head off, and he's like, "All right, what do you got now?"
yeah. They didn't follow the code of honor from like the very beginning, so like you can't really reciprocate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't believe in it, fuck them.
Yeah,
And
It's
you
it's
gotta,
win at any cost.
Yeah, and you've got to. This is one of those things that, like, whenever like a business or something goes under, it's because they don't adapt. Like the biggest thing is just advancing with technology. And even if it's something you don't think needs all that much technology, like a food industry thing or something like that, it really does. And if you don't adapt to the new way, you run the risk of being eliminated.
Right.
And so that is something they had to deal with. And that's how great civilizations fall. Is they're too rigid. They're not malleable enough to adapt to new situations. You look at something like Rome or Greece. They were amazing for what they were, or like even Egypt. They had so many amazing things, and then they just got fucking wiped.
yeah.
And so many civilizations had such great advancements, and then conquerors would just come through and destroy everything, like their libraries, all of the information, all of the great works that they had created. And if you're not strong enough to defend yourself, you will just get destroyed, and everything you've ever done will get destroyed too. So like this was a big deal. And even those civilizations that were great at fighting and things like that, they can still run the risk of being destroyed by a better tactic, a better way, a stronger, more ruthless style. Yeah, and so I think this game kind of plays with that idea, really forces your characters to adapt to the new normal,
Yeah,
to the fact that
the new normal.
they can't 2020 verbiage, that they can't handle it the same way they used to handle their problems.
And really, like, and I understand where Lord Shimmer is coming from, because that was his whole life, and that was something that he's grown up on and he taught and he believed in. But like, you can also see Jin's side where it's like, no, like, if you do this, like, we're not going to survive.
Yeah.
Well, Lord
Like-
Shimura also had to stick to it because he was requesting help from the Shogun.
Shogun, yeah.
And then when
That-
he came in, like, then he was like, "Oh, you have this relative that's like not following our
Yeah,
shit."
that was
then-
so fucking stupid. Like, that pissed me off because he comes in, he's like, "Oh, well, Jin, like, you're gonna renounce the ghost, right?" And he's like, "Politics can wait till after we win the war." And it's like, yeah, dude. Like, the thing, like, it made the Shogun out and his samurai out to be more for honor and more for keeping their status than caring about the Tsushima and like getting him into the mainland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like 100% like, well, you're gonna give it up, right? And he's like, dude, we don't have time for this. We have to fight.
Yeah, and I think there is something to the honor system, where it's not where like the lives don't matter as much. There really is, because there is something powerful about that, and that's what made like I said, Japan such a adversary in World War II. It's like, because they are crazy, like they will fucking go until there's nothing left. Like they don't have the same. I mean, obviously they're not like inhuman or anything like that, but like there's something to the idea that there's like a greater cause, and you honor yourself by serving that cause, and your life isn't really all that important. And so I get where Lord Shimura is coming from.
It also kind of seems like it depends on the person in charge's honor is like the one that like really matters. Because like, we read that Musashi book, and like he didn't necessarily follow like what everybody else considered to be like the regular form of manners and honor.
Yeah.
He had his own,
He had his
and
own
everybody
code,
still
yeah.
accepted him for it.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is just having a code and sticking to it. You don't have to
Yeah.
follow the original one as much, but I don't know. Yeah, I really liked how they handled it. I think the reason why I was like, this game's being gay modernist is because I would like get a story quest down where he does something dick against the code, and then I'd play like 20 hours of fucking side content, and then I'd go back to the story, and then it's like, oh no, I'm actually being shamed for this stuff. Okay, that makes sense. It's like actually it's like a difficult choice, you know. And that's one of the things
he gets shamed and he gets punished for because like his uncle has to like
He goes to
we're
prison.
talking about the story. It's like he has to like go against his uncle for it, and then he's like, well, you're no longer a member of the Sakai family.
Oh yeah, that was oh dude, that was kind of a rough scene.
Yeah, dude, like
he's like, I'm not your son, and you're like, oh, like he went for it.
shit. Yeah, went for the jugular.
Yeah.
This is something that it also has. It is kind of similar to Sekiro in a couple ways, and this is one of them where the same thing happens in that game where you either follow the code of obey your father above all else, and then obey your master, and your father basically tells you to betray the kid that you've been guarding your whole life in Sekiro, right? And you to get the good ending, quote unquote. I don't know if there is a good ending in Sekiro. It's kind of like.
I mean,
there's always
there's always best ending that you can get.
There's always a bad, good, best ending in those Souls games.
Yeah. So, like, to get that, you have to defy your father and fight him and defeat him, which goes against the. What is he?
It's like the Iron Code or some shit. I can't remember what it was.
The wolf. The wolf. It's the bark code.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I think it was the Iron Code. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
It's something like that, but he betrays it, and you know it's kind of a similar situation. And I feel like both games dealt with it really well. You know, it's like because you can see him going either way. In this game, you don't have the choice. In Sekiro, you do get to choose which of those two paths you go down, and you get like an alternate ending.
I mean, you can decide like how much
You
many
can
of the tactics
gameplay
you do.
choose how you want to go about things, but like it kind of does like at times force you to do things that Jin wouldn't want to do.
Right. So, like, in the beginning of the game, I didn't use, like, any of the tactics. I was straight samurai shit. Like, I'd go on and I'd be, like, announce that I was there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And I would show
fucking
down.
the standoffs.
Yeah,
The fucking
They're so
standoffs are fucking so jizz-worthy that I never wanted to do anything else. In fact, I upgraded the Sakai armor as soon as I could just so I could do, like, the fucking 5 standoffs, like, in a row. And I was like, oh.
This game is very cinematic. Like,
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
best ways. It's so fucking nice.
The fact that it, like, tries to copy those, like, Akira Kurosawa movies is, like, so good visually because they pull it off.
Yeah, they really do.
Um,
Well, like, too, like right before you start a fight, and it, like, does, like, the different camera angles, and it's, like, so good. Like, it shows you, like, how beautiful the scenery is, and then it goes to you, and you're just like, oh.
yeah, it works beautifully gameplay-wise and in the story. Like, when they're doing, like, the cutscenes and shit. Like, it's just like, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I liked. I feel like all the side quests that I did really helped flesh out the world, helped flesh out these people. I didn't do as many as I would like because I can't spend 100 million hours on every game. Only Conan. But I thought they did a really good job with the side stuff, and I'm glad that.
Oh yeah, the side characters are fucking insane, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Like, I've experienced more emotional shit in like 4 minutes of a fucking side quest with like Mariko than a lot of other games.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, there was like a part where, you know, she's talking to you about how like she doesn't feel like her house is her home anymore because all she can think about and remember is like her family lying dead and like her daughter clutching onto her like shawl or whatever it was, and like, and then her grandkid like being dead on the floor, and then a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you go talk to her like overlooking this cliff, and then you just like sit down next to each other, and she's like, I miss hearing like the music my grandkids would make with me like here in the spot. And so he pulls out his flute and it plays for her, like shit like that. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like a 4-minute like little side quest, and it's like fucking more emotional than like the entirety of Last of Us 2.
I knew that's exactly what I was going.
Yeah.
But like saying with like that kind of stuff too is like every side character is fleshed out that you talk to.
Oh yeah.
Like I really dug Sensei Ishikawa's side where you're like trying to hunt down his apprentice.
Yeah.
I never finished it because I wanted to like bust through the story because the
Same.
story got me. But it's sick because it's like his whole thing where like I created a monster, and like in the like when you talk to him like as Jin, it's like you kind of make him realize what he did because he's like, I pushed her because I knew she could be better, and he's like, but you pushed her away, like you did this, and it's him like kind of understanding and being like, fuck. Like, I'm the reason these people are dying. And it's just cool. Like, everyone's fleshed out in the best ways. Everyone's got this emotional story, and it ties in with the Mongols. And it's like everyone's own personal battle with their honor code is what it ends up being.
And then, a little bit of spoilers for the story, but like
reviewing
when fucking Taka died.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I yelled. I fucking was so mad.
That was fucking crazy. Like, they just cut off his head, like, right before you can save him. And then Yuna comes out, and then she's like, where is he? And then you're like, oh, fuck.
Well, like, he doesn't say anything. He just, like, looks at the ground, and she's like, no, where is he? He came here. And it's like, no, sweetie, you know. Because, like, she has to 3 times, and I'm like, don't make Jin say it. Because, like... Oh, dude, I was so mad because I saw it in his fucking eyes. I knew he was going to, like, turn around and try to fight him. I'm like, dude, no, just leave.
Yeah.
You wanted to be like the ghost, and I was like, no.
Colton God's a fat fuck. He's not going to chase you. You can get away. Oh, dude, it's brutal. It's fucking brutal because he fucking hits him, keeps stomping him on the ground. And then you just hear him do the with his sword, and then he goes through a second time, picks his head up, and shows it to you, and then throws it. And like,
oh, dude,
like it made me laugh because like I did Jin's yell, like I was like, ah! And then he did it. And I was like, same dude, like I'm just as mad.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy.
I had the same moment from Last of Us 2 though, because I was like, I'm gonna kill you and all your friends. I'm gonna kill you, God. Like you're mine.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's such a good character. Like Taka is such like a good character because like he's not adept in fighting at all. He's just a chill person. And he wants to do good.
Yeah,
and then he sees you doing good, and he's like, "Well, this is how we have to do it because it's wartime." And you're like, "No, dude, like keep doing your thing." And he's like, "No, I have to do this." And so like it is like it kind of feels like it's your fault a little bit because
because he idolizes you, and then he tries to be like you, and then he dies because of it. And it's like, fuck.
And that's the first thing Yuna says too. She's like, "He wanted to be like you," and you're like, "Don't do that shit. Don't do it."
Yeah.
Oh, man. And they kill your horse 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Because I texted you and I was like, dude, fucking son of a bitch.
Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy too. Because like, did you check out like the cabin like at the end of the game?
No.
That like he gets like in there.
I did a little bit, but not a lot.
So if you like look at all the items, like it's like all memorabilia from like stuff from the campaign and like your friends who died and shit. Like you got the saddle from your horse. Just like there, and he's like, "Oh man, poor like whatever you named it," and he's like, he was honorable to the end, and then fucking like you have your friend Ryoza's hat or whatever hanging on the wall.
That hurts.
And then you have like leaves that were like from your house.
I saw that.
Just like on the pillow thing, and then
he goes, "Even in death, still beautiful."
Yeah, and then you just have like all of this shit from like everybody who died, and like the grappling hooks that Taka made trying to get you the perfect one.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, dude," I was just like, fuck, man.
Dude, the thing that got me with the horse is like they play that fucking music that like hits you in the soul, but like it's so sad because like he's walking and he tries to stand back up and then he just falls and I'm like,
I know.
No,
the horse tries to get back up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be the odd man out. I didn't give a shit about the horse.
What?
Yeah,
that horse was with you the whole time.
You can't give a horse a name once and then never talk about it, and then when it dies, have me
Dude,
care.
he talks about it all the time. Did you not like just like talk to your horse?
No,
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I do. Because I
it's
had
a
my
beast of burden.
bullshit, dude. I had like freaking Jin was like,
and I named the new one the same fucking thing, so it didn't matter.
No, you can't.
You
can't
can't?
name it the same
Oh.
thing.
Yeah,
it forces
name.
you to want to use one of the other
all right,
names.
because
I
you
guess
didn't
I
care
did.
because you're a monster, but like. So like
This ain't like fucking
It is.
Shadow of the Colossus. Or
it
anything
is,
here.
dude. So like the last thing I said to my horse is Jin. He's like, I put my controller down. I was texting one of you guys real quick, and so like he kind of stops, and if you kind of have an idle moment, he'll like talk. He like pet the horse, and he's like, I promise when this is over, we're gonna take a peaceful ride. And that's the last fucking thing I said to my horse, and he died.
I didn't say a goddamn thing to mine.
I was so mad. I was like, no, I promise. I promise. I have to keep my honor code. Oh, dude, I was like, fuck this game, dude. I was so mad.
Yeah.
But like, oh man, this is stupid.
Yeah, I didn't care about that
Yeah,
part.
I talked to my horse. I was pretty pissed.
I did think it was really sad, but it tried to get back up to help you out, and it just fucking died.
Yeah.
Also, I have a picture that I like stopped playing. I went to the bathroom to put my controller down. I came back and like the horse was laying down and like Jin was like sleeping on him. So I took the picture and I'm like, best friends forever. And then he died.
Psych.
It's like fuck.
Yeah.
But like also, I just hate when they kill animals in games. Like I feel like it's so unnecessary sometimes.
Like
like,
when they
it didn't
killed your
even-
horse in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, or Last of Us 2 when you're just running and the horse is like, I'm gonna lose my whole bottom
yeah,
half
and then
now.
it just fucking gets
Explodes and you're like, dude, it was happy. It was clopping around.
Fuck, I'm killing horses this year. Fuck.
This is the
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I hate that. 'Cause,
I had
like,
about as much connection to the Last of Us 2 horse as I did the one in this game.
dude, I just like
I
animals,
mean,
man. And
I
was
can
like,
see
really
that, I
happy.
guess, but like, yeah, it's still.
Dude, it was just brutal because, like, no, the thing that bugged me the most is just like, fucking, the horse is screaming after it gets blown up, and there's like, whoa, punch it down. I'm like, God, Jesus,
Yeah.
just yelling. But yeah, super pissed that Sora died. I named my horse Sora. I was pretty mad that Sora died. But then when it gives you the second choice, she's like, choose one of these mounts, and it's like all these nice ones, and I chose the flea bitten one that I had earlier, and I was kind of pissed because I chose him, and they kept trying to bite me. I'm like, fucker, I just chose you.
Yeah. I just chose the black one, I think. I don't remember.
I did choose a black one at the beginning, but then when you get to choose the second one, I chose one like it looked like it had like been losing hair and like it had been burned a little bit. I was like,
yeah. A little fucked up.
yeah, I was like, all right, Crispy, you're mine.
Crispy.
Yeah. I was just mad I didn't have a mount for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, as you're walking through the fucking snow.
Yeah. But, no, I don't know. I feel like they did a pretty good job with the story. Pretty good job with the side characters.
But I mean, like,
I really liked how, like, when he failed trying to kill the Khan again, like, he was just, like, broken.
yeah, well, because he lets himself get arrested after that too, because he's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But like, oh, dude, what I do like, so going back to side characters, like, is they didn't have to fill it out as much as they did, like, and they made it great. Side characters are great, and like even some of the characters you run into on the road are cool because like you save them and they just tell you a little bit about what's going on or like some of the questions.
Oh, yeah, they'll like, tell you about a question mark that's nearby and shit. Yeah, that is pretty fucking sweet.
I like the, how they did the History Channel thing where like they made the lore of Japan like real in the game, like some of the like legendary armor and stuff like that. Like all of it was actually there.
Oh, the storyteller dude.
Yeah. And
Did
you will find like straight up legendary equipment from the past.
Did you get the longbow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
I
was
got
so rad.
I got the bows.
And did you get the armor?
I got one of the armor sets.
I got the one in the second area where you do all the homesteads. That's what took me so long.
Oh,
too.
I did that too. Yeah, I did the homestead one.
Did you upgrade that one?
No, because I did 3 times. I didn't get it to its max because then I went to the Clan Sakai armor because the antlers were dope
Yeah.
as shit.
Oh
You
yeah.
got the fucking, like, sweet-ass white hair helmet thing.
I'm gonna have to go back and do it. But like,
I love the antlers.
the armor that I ended the game with was the ghost armor.
Yeah.
Because one Taka made it, and I was like, I'll wear this to the end. But also because if you upgrade it, I had a 40% chance of putting fear into enemies. So I'd fucking just like slice 2 people down, then the other ones would just start running, and I just start picking them off with my bow as they ran away.
Yeah.
Because like that was because you really liked the standoffs, and I did too. But my favorite thing that made me feel like a fucking badass was
The ghost dance?
no, not even just the ghost dance, but like just fighting them and like scaring them. Because like one of the ones that I did when I was in Ishikawa, when you go after you destroy the siege engines and you go back, I was going back and I just like one of them had like a lady like in his arms, so I just fucking shot the arrow and I like domed him and just dropped him, and the 3 of them came running at me and I like shot the second guy, domed him down. Then the second guy got too close and I was like, fuck, I'm too close to shoot my bow, and I just perfectly timed my sword, and so I just fucking blocked him and just slashed him down and just dropped him. The other guy, the big fat, like the big like heavy guy, just ran and fell on his ass and got up and ran away. And I was like, I feel so good right now.
Yeah.
Like scaring them's my favorite, but also I hunt them down when they run away.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah. No escape.
I get on the horse and I just start going after them.
Dude, fucking throwing a kunai at dudes when they're running away is hilarious, too.
I never did that.
The kunai shred, man.
Oh, yeah. I upgraded the kunai so you get, like, so it would do double damage and you can, like, throw 3 of them at, like, the same time and
That's
shit.
what I did the same
And
thing.
then it's like, you fucking wreck
Yeah.
everyone.
That's how I kicked the ass of the bigger guys at the end of the game.
Yeah,
was I would
because
just,
like they don't block it, so they
Yeah.
just fucking get wrecked. So you only have to like cut them one time.
Well,
then-
yeah, and like usually the best thing is like if you hit them, break their stance, you do like a few hits, and when they go to guarding, you throw a second one, and it just goes in their throat and just drops them. They
Oh,
just
dude,
like you don't even choke
it's
on the blood,
fucking
and they just fall.
perfect when you're fighting the archer dudes too, because it'll just take them out.
Yeah,
Like straight up.
fuck, the archer dudes are so OP in this fucking game, dude. I fucking hated the like they're the ones like if I had a choice, I would run to them first, and I would just cut them down, and then go back to fighting the sword guys.
Yeah, same. You got to take out the range guys because you can't concentrate on
Bro,
all
and they
those.
have like fucking automatic fucking bows. 'Cause you're like,
Yeah, when they do the
and you're
triple
just
shot.
like, yeah, it's retarded. Because you pull yours out and you're like, I gotta get it just right. And they're like, nah, the fucking Legolas, yeah.
They're Mongols, man. They're freaks with the bows.
All right,
Japanese
so,
archers are nothing
But,
compared to
but
those
so
guys.
yeah, so I guess like with the story, like first act, it's finding Lord Shimura, getting him out of the castle, which you do, and then Ryuzo betraying you, like hit
Yeah.
me fucking hard too.
yeah,
That was sick. That part was awesome where you had to face off.
where you
and
do
then-
those missions with him like right beforehand.
Yeah,
and, like,
and I
help
did all
him
of them.
out,
I
and then,
fucking did
yeah,
them all.
you do them all,
Yeah.
and then he fucking turns around and is like, "Hey, fuck you, bro."
And he's like, I gotta do what I have to do to survive. And you're like,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was one of the best parts in the game, the intense fight between you two.
Dude,
Like, at the end of
I
Act One.
love
Yeah.
the 1v1 fights in the game.
Oh yeah, the
I love
Roman fights.
all of them, like the story ones and then the ones you can find just around the map, because
Yeah.
like there's such a break from the normal like killing a bunch of dudes, because
Yeah.
it's like a slower thing. It's like a test of skill, whereas like the other is just like mindlessly killing a bunch of dudes. And it's just, it feels different, and it
Yeah.
feels more like the samurai movie.
it does.
and it's like,
my only complaint with those is like I hated how many unblockable moves like they would get in a row.
yeah, that
Like it kind of got to a point where it was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like for me anyway, I don't know if I wasn't playing it right or what. Like when I would dodge one, and they come in a second one, and I go to dodge them, and Jim would be like, "Nah, I'm not rolling out of the way." And then I get hit, and I'd be like, "Fuck!" Like
the best way I found to counter that is to do the heavenly strike on them, like right
Oh,
when
really?
they're about to do it, because you fucking do it first, and then it stops them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I actually found out too is I'd always go to the sword stance when I was like facing off. If you held triangle, like my guy would like hold it like that. And if
And
you
then
did
you
it
could
just
stab
before,
him?
you
Yeah.
just stab and it stops. So I did find that. But like when they started doing a chain off,
Yeah.
and like especially Lord Shimmer at the end where he gets like 5 in a row. Like
Shimura was fucking.
it took me like
hard.
5 times to kill Shimura because he just kept chaining him off. Like I'd get him down to, like this much health, like 3 times this much health, and he would just chain off 5. And I was like, oh cool, can't dodge it.
Yeah, he killed me a couple times.
That fight was so beautiful though.
It was great. Yeah, that's another. Oh, that's gameplay stuff. But
All right. Well, okay. So, yeah, this is fucking crazy, dude. Like that ending part too. Like when right after you get back from killing like Khoton and stuff. Like it's like there was gonna be like a confrontation between you and your uncle, and especially when you get like the letter or whatever telling you to meet him at the house. Like I expected you to fight in that ring.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
Like I was expecting it the whole time. I was like, "Oh man, this is where the final showdown's gonna happen." And then it's like, "Nope." And then he takes you to the graveyard to see your fucking dad. And then it's like, "Now we fight." And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's fucking crazy because both of those areas are crazy good looking.
yeah.
Like because the fucking ring is like covered in the red leaves, like the stark color changes, and then it's got like the fucking lake right next to it, and then the grave also has like a bunch of the leaves, and then like it just looks really good in that area.
Yeah. It's very cinematic.
It really is. The fucking colors are just crazy too.
Yeah. What are you going to give the story, Greg?
I'm going to give the story a 10. I honestly don't think I could give it anything else because like the story is fantastic, the characters are fantastic, the ending was extremely satisfying. It was an amazing story. Like it's fucking great, and it's like exactly what I wanted from a samurai game.
Yeah. Fair enough. Zach, what about you?
I couldn't give anything less than a 10. Oh man, the story was so good, and like the impact, like you felt the emotion.
Yeah.
Like they made you feel it, and they made you feel like you were a part of it. And
Yeah.
and then this is the game like you benefited from actually doing the side missions.
Yeah, and then the side characters like enhance the story, like, and they don't. They're not just there to be
Right.
like side characters. They actually like improve a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
because they're great characters on their own, and the more you learn about them, like the better it is.
Right.
It's just insane.
No, agreed. And I was telling Craig last night, like this is like totally like a Dark Knight ending, like the movie Dark Knight,
Yeah.
because it's just like
No, I was.
it's not entirely happy.
Yeah, no, we were talking earlier, and I said that I think this is a tragedy game because either you kill your uncle.
Yeah, it is. There's not necessarily a happy ending.
Yeah, yeah. The two genres of like things, you know, the tragedy and the comedy. It's definitely a tragedy because you either kill your uncle at the end when you face off, or you let him live, and he basically says that he's going to come for you, and you'll never live in peace.
Well, he says that
doesn't-
he's not going to come
yeah.
after you, but somebody will.
He goes, "You're going to be hunted the rest
You're
of your
going to
days."
be hunted the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily him, but like other people will. So yeah, I don't know. It is a tragic game.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like a fall from grace, but at the same time, it's like he did what he had to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9. I liked everything about it pretty much. And you know, the side characters are good, but I don't know.
You just didn't have enough time with them.
Maybe I don't know why. I think the game is good, but I don't think the game. I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I'm not nearly as into it as you guys are, and I don't really know why. Because I did have a lot of fun, you know, doing the side stuff and doing the stories, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just the characters. They all have like interesting backstories, but I don't think they're interesting people. And it's weird. Like I don't find them interesting. I just think that what has happened to them is cool, and they fleshed it out really well.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't think it's a perfect story. I think it's pretty. Like the overall themes of it are pretty standard, and it's honestly it is similar to the.
I mean,
other
yeah,
things that
like
we've
every
played.
story is basically the same one over and over again, but like
I like how they played. The one thing I really like though is how they integrated the like some lore into the actual story.
yeah.
Like some stuff that's like, you know, it's kind of mysterious with Japan. It's like this.
Yeah.
I like how they did that with the story and with the gameplay.
Right.
They added some like I said, History Channel and history, according to the
Where
History
it's like
Channel,
historical fiction. But
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like actual stuff that's there.
and that's something I've always been big on. You know, like whether it's like stereotypes exist for a reason. It's because they do. There's a reason why we have stereotypical X, Y, and Z's because there's something to that, right? And there is something to all of these ancient stories and like the talk of vengeful kami, vengeful spirits and things like that, and how they refer to you as pretty much they call you a kami.
Well, that's what because you're the ghost. Like
Okay.
you died on the beach and you came back. Because
Not
everyone knows the
CO
samurai.
Not
fell.
not COMMIE kami. Those are truly terrifying, but no. the vengeful spirit, because they see you fall and then you're back as a different person.
Right. Well, everyone knows too. Everyone knows a samurai fell in.
Yeah, and yet you're alive and you're not acting like a samurai at all, and everyone knows who you are. So I thought that was really cool.
You're the Lord. You're the Lord of the area.
Yeah, you like build this like legendary mystique around yourself, and everyone like reveres and fears you.
But it's interesting. Sorry, like we're kind of like moving on. But when you do the one side mission, in the city where you fight in the graveyard at the end, or like not the graveyard, but you fight in the like we're all like the god tree or whatever. All there, like that lady has like that mystique about her too, because they're like, we hate you guys, and you have to like fight her, and as soon as you fucking wreck her, they're like, hey, you're cool.
Yeah,
Like it's everyone's kind of thing where like she plays as this like spirit. Which I found interesting too, because like at the end it's like, okay, so these people know that she's actually not the spirit, but they're letting her kill people anyway because they think they're bad.
yeah.
Which was interesting.
It is, and it like keeps it's that storytelling that like keeps the fear in the area, and like it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's
the
supposed
legends that stay alive because stuff is happening. But
exactly. It's not quite the way they said it happened, but it is happening.
yeah,
And so there is an element of like, wow, this is really creepy because people are disappearing in here. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Did you do the mission with the foxes?
what which one?
The one where like all the foxes are dead.
I don't.
So you find a shrine, like one of the fox shrines, and it's all fucked up. And there's like 2 dead foxes in front of it. And he's like, "Who would do this?" And as you're going on, this fox finds you, and like you follows. You want to follow you? Like, oh, you want to follow the fox? And the Mongols are like fucking up all those fox shrines, and they have the foxes like all tied up. And they're like skinning them.
Oh, I don't think I found that one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I took that one personally. So I went in like, yeah, you fuck them all up.
Yeah, you can
You've
pet
been
the
petting
fox.
too many
Yeah.
foxes.
Yeah. So yeah, they just fucked them up, and they're like killing like them, like the white foxes that are in the area.
I've done a lot of foxes, and I didn't find that one.
Yeah, so you go through
Same.
and you fuck all the Mongols up. It's right after you find. I found it right after I found the poison.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was when I was like, tunnel vision. Let's beat this game.
Oh yeah. So I was still doing like side missions, but yeah. So you find that and you go through and you fuck the Mongols up, and like all the foxes are like, yeah, and you like pet them all. They all run away.
Nice.
But it's just kind of cool. Like, so you talking about the myths, and like the fucking Mongols like did study, and they knew like what was sacred and what wasn't, and so they were just fucking shit up.
Yeah, just demoralizing people. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great tactic. Just fuck them up, man.
Fuck them up. Fuck it up, Kenneth.
Gameplay. So the game plays. It's kind of like a mix between.
Hack and slash.
Yeah, it's a hack and slash, but it's a mix between the other game they made, the Batman games, right? Wasn't it these guys that made them?
No.
Which one's the one that they made?
They made Infamous.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know they made one of the games that plays just like every other game that's been an action game in the last like 10 years, and it was Infamous, I guess.
Infamous is different because they started that shit.
Yeah, Infamous is different because it's the oldest one, but this one is more of a mix between, I would say, like.
But it doesn't play anything like.
No, it doesn't. I would say it's a mix between like
It
Shadow.
honestly is more like Dark Souls if you didn't have a lock-on feature, because
And if it was more forgiving, it definitely
It's
plays
like-
like Dark Souls.
yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
Dark Souls with training wheels, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
think
There's-
Well, it's that free form like attack style, but they have a soft lock on while you're like, so you can attack like the person
Yeah.
that you're closest to,
Yeah.
and will like stick to that guy unless you like.
if you pull away,
if you
it'll
pull
target
away,
someone
it'll
else,
do it'll go.
But
to
like
somebody
parrying
else.
is a big
But
part of
like
the game.
it's basically the same except for a little faster and a little more forgiving.
Because
in a lot of
you do
different
have your
ways.
heavy and your light attacks.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a mix between those and like the Warner Brother games, like the.
Yeah, I can see that
It's
a
not
little bit.
quite like those. Because
not as
They
arcadey.
definitely have for like the Batman games and the Shadow of War games. Like they're very the gameplay style is more based on a rhythm kind of.
Yeah,
And where this one is not at all.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't like it as much as Sekiro, but it is kind of similar. You do have some good parries. The parries are very
Yeah.
satisfying.
especially 'cause, like-
Sekiro is like basically the same except for it's like 4 times faster,
yeah, and it is Sekiro is,
and it's
more-
also unforgiving.
it's
So-
also more of a rhythm game than this game is. Like you really have to get the timing down, and like
yeah.
this one, it's you can. I don't know. This one you can block and it doesn't actually hurt you. So like there's that, which makes
Yeah.
it easier. But I do like the gameplay. It took me a minute to get into it because I was like, nah, this just seems kind of like everything else. And it is in some way, but it's kind of like a culmination of a bunch of different games
There's yeah
thrown into one and really well done.
Yeah. But I mean, as well, like the best part of the gameplay is you're fighting wise, it's evolving, and like it only evolves if you decide to fight, like to take like areas back, because you have to kill enemies to like break through your stance stuff.
Yeah.
And then as you go on and you take side missions and you find like the Heavenly Strike, or like the armor is one of them, or like your ghost stance. I didn't find the like where you light your sword on fire, but like
I did.
I forgot about it.
It's fucking awesome.
Damn it! I
It's
forgot about it. I was gonna
fucking
do it.
Awesome, and it makes people afraid.
Damn it!
So you'd extra love it.
Damn, fuck.
Dude, it's fucking
Like
crazy.
I planned on doing it, and then like I got tunnel vision last night, and I didn't.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay's evolving as you evolve as Jin through the game, like because you do get like kunai, you do get smoke bombs, you do get sticky bombs as you learn from the Mongols.
Yeah.
You do evolve as you play this, and the gameplay gets richer as you go.
Yeah. I did a lot of standoffs and then whip out
Yeah.
the bow for quick shots.
Yep.
I
Just
also
clean.
love the gameplay lets you switch between stances to fight different enemies
that's so
because
cool.
it changes up the flow of gameplay like a lot. So
What
you're
is with
not.
the-
It doesn't feel like repetitive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of obsession lately with like stance gameplay. It's weird. Like you got this, and then you got Devil May Cry 5. Like they're very similar in that way, where you'll have one enemy where it's like, ooh, I got to do this stance, and then the other enemy you like swap the stance out and like
talking
fight
about?
them. It seems like DMC 5, where like you have the different stances for different
I
styles.
didn't have stances.
Yeah, it
I
did.
don't remember that.
Devil May Cry 5 did.
No.
Yeah, remember you had like different ways of fighting, and you would like adjust.
Oh, you
it.
mean as fucking?
When you switched your weapon.
as Dante? Yeah,
Yeah, he has different styles, but like that's not.
it
like,
doesn't matter as much. I
stances.
guess.
It's only for like a button that changes.
I don't know. It just seems similar to me. This one game is more involved with it, but it just seems like one of those things that like it's like one of the things now.
Well, okay,
You gotta have
with
it.
Dante's thing, he's had that since Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah,
first
no,
of all,
I know. That's
And
what I'm
then,
saying. It's like
he's his thing is more like it changes between guarding, dodging, and attacking. Is really what it
And
is.
like
Yeah.
well, with this though, I feel like with this and with Sekiro, because Sekiro does a lot of stuff with stances. It fits because you're fighting with swords, and like you're like a lot of the Japanese style of fighting is you're in a stance and you don't want to break it.
Sekiro, I don't think really changes between
Samurai,
stances.
not change the stance, but you have to break their like I'm thinking about breaking stances.
Oh yeah, you
'cause,
have
like,
to break their like guard.
because one of the big things in this one, like, is you have to break their stance to do damage. And with bosses, I liked how they still incorporated that. Like, if you did like hit your heavy, you could break their stance and then fuck them up a little bit.
yeah, they didn't have the sack to do the Assassin's Creed thing though,
What's the Assassin's Creed thing?
where you can parry the last boss and kill him instantly. In the first
Oh,
Assassin's Creed game.
No
No game has ever done that since, and every game is sackless because of it.
I don't know. Like,
It would be fucking cool to be
It's
able
fucking
to do that.
hardcore.
it would, but I liked the emotion of the final fight. Like each like standoff because like, you got the chance to like talk a little bit. Like it was very like samurai film.
You didn't get a chance to talk. He fucks you the first time you fight him. He just fucking like 5 shots you and you die. So talking.
But I mean, like everyone else, though, like when you fight like Ryuzo the first time and the second time, and when
Yeah.
you fight Yoshimura, and like
Yeah.
if you do some of the side stuff, like for the Heavenly Strike, you do talk to the people.
Yeah.
Like, and like yeah, because Ryuzo's I think was the saddest, like between him and Yoshimura, because Ryuzo's like, just don't do it,
I guess, but he was a little bitch too.
right? But then he's like, listen, I had to do what I had to do. But like,
Yeah.
it's more sad because like Jin's like doesn't want to do it, but he knows what he has to do.
Yeah. I'm glad you killed the little bitch though. He needed to die.
Yeah, Yoshimura's
The betrayer.
Yoshimura's was kind of heartbreaking
Yeah.
because I didn't want to fight him. I was hoping I didn't have to fight him.
But I think the gameplay is pretty fun. It took me a minute to get into it, and on hard, it's tough.
You were playing it on hard.
Yeah, I played it on hard.
Of course you were.
And it was at the beginning of the game was brutal. Like the first area that I took over, I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
be able to beat this." And now I'm like, I'll die on like really crowded areas.
It
with-
gets a lot easier once you unlock the other stances because you're
Yeah.
no longer getting fucked by the dudes with shields and then the dudes with spears.
I mean, you're still getting
then the big
fucked, but you have the
fatties.
option to change
Well,
it.
you can more easily beat the shit.
Well, that's
out
what I'm
of
saying.
them.
But like, because like even then, like you get the big guys towards the end that have the fucking cannons,
yeah, and they'll
the
fuck you up.
fireworks, and like I just feel like when I got
yeah,
into
but
a flow,
then you still have like kunai and the
no, I know, but
bombs
like
and-
it just it was just, I just feel like when you get into a flow, like a character would come out of nowhere, either shield bash you from behind when you weren't paying attention,
Yeah,
or you'd get in a flow where you're gonna like do a final strike and you got hit with an arrow.
yeah, and
Like,
you lose
Did you
your
get
ghost,
the
your ghost
dancing
ability.
strike thing
What was that?
where you like basically teleport around and cut dudes?
No, I didn't get that one.
Oh, you didn't get that
Is
one?
that is that the one where you
It's
press
fucking-
R1 and R1 and L1?
Yeah.
Dude, that one is fucking awesome. So what it
Yeah.
does is like you hold it and you get 3 unblockable strikes. So if it's a big person, you take all 3. But like if it's like regular armies, you're just like, and you just like go and you just one hits, dude. It's rad as fuck.
I saw the
I did
ability.
get
I
that.
didn't get it though.
And the ghost ability also fucking rad because they're
Oh, yeah.
screaming and pissing themselves. Like they all just get scared and you're just like,
And the
Yeah, and then you just insta kill them for like that little bit of time.
And
Yeah.
it goes, the screen goes blood red. And
so
Oh yeah, the fucking blood red screen.
I had to do that when you're sneaking into the cons. You're like trying not to get seen. And 3 people saw me, and the guy went to blow his horn. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, and I just fucking took him out. And then it was all like, they didn't blow the horns, he didn't get seen.
yeah,
I was like, yeah, fuck you.
yeah. There's that. It is an open world game, which I am kind of tired of.
Yeah, I can see that. There is a lot of open world fatigue because not necessarily because they're open world, but because like they always follow the same kind of like thing where there's always like a shitload of collectibles. And they always do like the same sort of stuff.
Like the flags and like all that.
But
I think this one, like, even though it was open world, and like I am getting tired of open world as well, but the nice thing about it is there was just like the random missions you could find.
yeah,
I think weren't necessarily on the map. Like this game was full of good things to find that weren't necessarily collectible.
I think the lack of a HUD is really like a breath of fresh air for the open world stuff because
Absolutely.
like they really did like breathe new life into it with like trying to break the mold a little bit, but then they did still stick with it by doing like the fuck ton of collectibles.
Yeah, and I had fun doing them though. That's the thing about open world. I bitch and moan, but I still will go forward with it. And it's. I don't know. Like there's games that do it differently, like Final Fantasy 15, where it's open world, but you don't give a shit about the world. So like you just kind of go through.
Shit about the world.
Yeah.
But this is more like a Red Dead 2, Witcher 3 kind of open world. So they did it really well, and it's very fleshed out. And there's a lot of really good side guys with good side quests. And I liked finding this is where I really liked Red Dead 2 is like finding the fish and like finding the rare beasts. Like all of that was really, really cool. And this game kind of follows that a little bit more, but it also has the story depth for the side characters that Witcher 3 does, I would say.
Yeah.
What I like is like every time you like liberate a town though too, it becomes a hub for you. So like you get like the ability to like but like then you get like more like people like work your armor on.
Yeah,
you get more,
you can, like,
more things like that. It makes it easier.
Also, thank God for the fast travel to everything that you've completed. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And this game doesn't take 6 fucking years to travel either. It's
But then
fast.
like as well, like traveling is really fun because
just,
you
like,
run
being
into
able to see the sights and then just like
you,
exploring.
You see the game, which is like everything's beautiful, but then you run into Straw Hats or you run into Mongols or bandits, and it gives you a chance to like fight more and get some more supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, there's always something to do as well. And hub does the talking about the HUD count as gameplay?
Yeah.
Dude, having the wind be what guides you was awesome.
Yeah, it really
was
is.
so great. And like the birds that come and chirp and show you that there's a side mission.
Yeah, or the
foxes.
crickets. Like that's what I'm talking about. That like the lore, the like
Oh, dude.
It adds like an element of gameplay that is like fucking amazing, and it stops you from like looking in the corner at your mini map for like a portion of the game.
No, 100%. Because you're like, oh, where am I going?
You're still looking at the screen, and not only are you looking at like the screen, but you can see like the environment as you travel, and you don't have to like look away.
Yeah,
to,
it makes it like a free flowing experience. Where you're not going into some gay menu to like look at the map.
I mean, I did look at the map sometimes.
Yeah,
because
you
it'd
don't
be
have
like,
to, though.
you don't have to. But
Not
like,
often.
Yeah, but it's so good. And it was great. Like, and it made it so you kind of had to slow down and enjoy the area because if you were going too fast and like running your horse, or you would miss like one of the birds, or you'd miss the fox or the cricket.
Yeah.
Or you'd miss like the sound of the hot springs, or you wouldn't see the monument in the distance, or
So like it wanted you to pay attention, and it I think it benefits from it.
Yeah, PS4 new PS4 exclusive requirement. You have to have a hot spring.
you have to
see
have man ass and a hot spring.
Yeah.
Whatever the character is, you have to see their ass when they step into the hot.
So far, we've got Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, I guess Death Stranding with the showers.
You have hot springs in that game too.
I never went to the hot spring in that one.
There's like 2 of them, I think. There was one because I remember you were asking about this trophy, and it was like right next to one of our bases. But you couldn't quite see it.
I never quite got that one, but yeah,
man ass as well. I'm pretty sure. I remember.
you see plenty of man ass because you see him fucking piss in the shower.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Doesn't he take a dump in the shower too?
Yeah.
God, what
the
a
shower
savage.
is like the toilet and the
It like pops out of the side. There's like a little-
it's in the wall and it'll
He's
pop
not
out
waffle.
when you're not.
He's not
showering.
waffle stomping that fucking.
I thought it just shit in the middle of the toilet. I was like, what the fuck?
No, it's just like one of those stand-up showers that's not like a bathtub, and it has like the toilet that comes out.
Okay,
of the,
I mean, that's
the thing.
still.
Yeah, tech bullshit.
But he
tech
does totally
bullshit.
just like piss down the drain.
Yeah,
Doesn't everyone?
yeah.
But yeah, like them taking the HUD out was great. Like, I loved it. Because like when I first heard about it with it, I was kind of like, oh, is it going to be like Assassin's Creed, like the newer ones where you can decide to not have a HUD? and then you just like don't find
Assassin's
anything.
Creed, like, it's cool that they did that, but it's not quite on the same level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was afraid of, and it wasn't. Like this, other games should take a look at this
and then
and do
copy
it.
it.
And exactly, yeah, copy it. Who fucking cares? That
Try
or
to
like,
improve
or yeah,
as much as
try to
possible.
improve it because like this HUD was perfect.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a breath of fresh air that we needed in the system, and it was beautiful.
Fresh air.
On the Tate.
Yeah,
it was great.
fresh wind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I broke out there was a lot of scenes where there's a huge moon on me on a cliffside that I would whip out the flute and just like play for a minute.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. And I'm like, every once in a while I would just be like, God damn, this game looks so fucking good. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, there are moments where it's just like, fuck. Like, and you know, there's I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Susaka grass or whatever. It's like that field of like the white.
Yeah.
It's like and when it's like glowing in moonlight, and it's like, fuck, dude, like that's
Yeah.
crazy. And then you like go to a certain, like that one, like the right after you fell from the bridge and you're going to like help Yuna again, and like you fucking like run through the forest, and like that first like being able to see like all the like the open field, and there's like a billion colors at once, just like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the blue of the water, the fucking like red on the leaves on the trees, and then the yellow just like everywhere, and then the green fields, and then the fucking like the white, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, or like when the leaves would be falling as you're playing, you're like, man,
Yeah.
those look fucking, everything looks great.
Dude, getting in standoffs with like the leaves and stuff like falling, or like the wind in the grass and like that. Yeah, the white
The
grass.
fucking particle effects of like the leaves blowing in the wind, and then just like sparks from flames everywhere too. Just like,
Yeah, that
looked
was cool.
fucking amazing.
Oh, speaking of fun, with gameplay, being able to use the environment to your advantage was great too. Like whether it be like the wasp, like
Oh yeah,
things,
like shooting
or like
the wasp,
if you shoot a lantern and like throw sparks and light someone
Yeah,
with
and
fur
then-
on fire, like that kind of
or
stuff was
shooting
cool.
like a flaming arrow into the grass stuff. And
Yeah,
then
I
Yeah,
start
forgot
burning.
about
Yeah.
that. I forgot about that. It would have really helped.
You forgot about that.
Dude, there's a whole mission on it.
I know.
He teaches you how to do it.
Yeah, like it was cool. It was a good addition because like I honestly I forgot about it at some points too when I was getting my ass kicked, and I go back and be like, oh, there's this.
I
and
was
so, like,
reminded when it would happen to me. I'll tell you that. When the grass would suddenly be burning, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But yeah, there's a lot of different gameplay mechanics.
and I didn't have any glitches with gameplay mechanics.
I did.
I didn't have any glitches either.
Did you?
Yeah, I
which
got
is
some
surprising.
glitches. There was some. It was mostly visual, like kind of.
Okay, but I mean, like,
gameplay.
yeah, like I had a little bit of like visual, but I didn't have anything like gameplay heavy wise that like fucked me over.
There was like a guy who I can't remember. I clipped it. There was something. Oh, it was when people would be like next to like things they'd have to climb over. They would like climb over, and then they would just like fly in, like their legs would be straight, and they'd be like, and I was like in the bow stance, and like I shot a guy, and then another guy's like, just comes in and like lands, and I'm like, I shoot that guy, and then another guy just like kind of like lands in. There were a few weird things that happened to me. Nothing. Open world games are kind of infamous for fuck off glitches.
Well, so like I didn't have anything with like enemies, but I would be in like areas like temples and stuff where there's like multiple people. And my favorite one that I laughed at for like 5 minutes is this lady's walking with like linens or something. I don't know what was in her hand, but she was carrying it. And she stepped on a rock and she just goes like 5 feet in the air, falls down. And I'm like, what? She gets up, takes a step, 5 feet in the air, falls down. And she did it for like 3 minutes. And I was laughing so fucking
Dude, did
hard.
you clip that?
No. I didn't even think about it. I was just dying. Like I was crying. Because then like she gets up and then she finally walked away and I was like, no, come back. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, it was so fucking funny. And I had that a few times where people would take steps and just launch themselves into the air, then fall on their asses, then get up and walk away. And I was like, God, Japan's crazy.
Got them zero gravity rocks.
Gameplay, honestly, I'd give it a 10. I didn't have any bad glitches. I had fun the entire time. The evolving mechanics of the game made it fresh. And my biggest thing is I have put this game down like a lot to play things like I put it down to play Last of Us 2. I put it down to play other games.
It is
But when I came back, I didn't have to.
really easy to pick up.
It is, yeah, 100%. I picked it up and I was like,
Yeah, I haven't
back
played
to
it.
like perfectly blocking and then fucking people up.
I haven't
And to
played it
me-
in like 3 months, and I just like picking up for 10
Yeah.
minutes today. I was like, oh well, I know exactly what to do and how to do it.
Well, that's
Like,
perfect. Like, see, for me, that's huge. That's a huge thing. Because sometimes you put games in, you get back in, like Assassin's Creed. That's why I haven't re-picked up Odyssey, because I'm gonna get fucked because I
Yeah.
don't remember anything. And it's like it's one of those things like I appreciate as a player that where it's technical enough that it makes it fun, and you have to think a little bit.
But it's also streamlined.
It's not
enough
like
that, it's
autistically
easy to
so.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to be.
I also felt like the climbing was also really easy and streamlined to do too,
God.
because like all you have to
I got
do is
pissed
like
off with the climbing a few
I
times.
knew you
Hold-
were going to bring up the climbing.
hold X and then just
Listen,
like press
I-
the direction.
What I hit, well, like swinging. There's quite a few times. Like last night, I swung into a wall and I got stuck, and I was like, "Oh, you died." And I was like, "No, I lived."
That is funny.
I when I was playing the game and I was climbing the first like cliff I climbed, I was like, dude, the climbing in this game is fucking garbage. Because I remember that was one of the things Craig raged about in like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Because it is.
It's the same fucking thing.
No, it's not.
You just
They're
fucking
very-
hold the controller and it goes.
very different.
Oh my god.
You need to replay
And
that if you think they're the same
when
in
I was
any way.
when I was streaming, I was like, I bet you Craig's going to bring up the climbing in this game, and you did. It was a positive bringing up the climbing, but I'm like, it's one of those things, man. Craig's just like,
No, because it's a part of gameplay, and if it's janky as fuck like
The
it was
fucking-
in Horizon Zero Dawn, then of course I'm going to complain about
you're
it.
the climbing connoisseur of the clan.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
your
because
The climbing
like every
connoisseur.
fucking open world game has climbing. All right, let's just be real about this. Every single one has climbing, and you know it's a thing that's in the game, and you know it does have like the spots where you have to climb, like in Assassin's Creed or in Horizon Zero Dawn, but like it was just easier to do.
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't mind
And
climbing.
and climbing was an entire part of the game because like you have to climb and do shit for the shrines
Yeah, no, I dug those. Yeah.
because they're like fucking weird puzzle, not quite puzzle ones, but they also kind
they're
of are.
just kind of a pain.
It's
That's
not
all.
really. Yeah, it's not really. Sorry, my mic was flopping in my face. Yeah, it's not really. I wouldn't say it's a puzzle, but like you have to. It's kind of like a maze almost because like you have to follow the little like fox or.
It kind of reminded me of like the tombs in Tomb Raider, but on easy mode.
Yeah. I didn't have to fucking sit there for 20 minutes trying to electrocute something.
Because like the
Fucking Laura.
tombs in Tomb Raider are like super easy, but like at the same time it's just like a random puzzle. But in this,
Yeah.
it's just like a climbing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. The duels were one of my favorite things. Like that one on the
I love
beach
the duels, yeah.
with the storm raging in the background. That was fucking
Dude,
awesome.
the Heavenly Strike one where you fucking kill the guy and then he gets zapped by lightning.
strike.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude.
god, I came.
I thought that was the strike for a minute. I was like, what am I going to harvest lightning? Holy shit.
You just point your sword to this guy. You're like, yeah, just lightning.
There
just
can
launch.
be only one.
Yeah, get fucked by the quickening.
But that fight was really good because, like, dude, fuck. Like, before that, because lightning just starts striking and it, like, lights it up so there's, like, a place for you to fight. Like, you're stuck in there fighting. And I was like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, they needed like some like heavy metal band on the outside, just like fucking playing some sick riff.
Yeah, dude. But it was, like, a Japanese metal band because they're
Yeah.
like, we're going to want to appropriate.
Yeah. That's right. It was crazy.
Heavy metal flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy metal flute.
Fuck, dude, yeah. Like, every single duel that I did looked beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking great.
Everything. When you fight Ryuzo for the first time in the pond with like all like the things like that are light and it's just dark and it's just calm, was great.
Yeah.
Fighting him in the house at the end.
Dude, all
was
the
great.
fucking duels are in like solo spots where it's like quiet and it's just like a 1v1
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's solitude and it's just you and the other dude. Like
Yep.
it's fucking great.
Yeah. And then the con, fucking, he's such a bitch. I was so mad when he ran away. I was like, pussy, get your ass back here.
Yeah, I really didn't like the last section of the fight with him because he was just a regular enemy.
Well, what I liked about that is like every time you beat him, he switched a weapon. So it was like you had to like be like, this is what I learned, and that's what I took from it. Like from me was like I've learned how to do this.
Yeah, I
And
just kept
that's why I'm
shooting him.
better.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
just kept
fucking
shooting him.
asshole? I would just break his stance and then fuck him up.
And it just felt really lame.
And then I would run around. I would run around in a circle and I'd kill like the archers and stuff. And then I'd take all their supplies and then I keep running around. Then I go fight him and then I'd run around again and I take like everyone's stuff.
Yeah.
So I get more supplies. But I mean, like, dude, his death. Oh, we didn't talk about his death. Fucking So good. Where you stab him, he's like, we will be remembered. And he's like, nah, you're going to be forgotten. And just fucking cuts his head off. It's like, ah! Yeah! It's like, suck it!
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Gameplay.
You're not even real.
I'm gonna give gameplay a 9. It's fucking fantastic, but there are some like random little issues I had, just like not necessarily things I know that can be fixed or anything. It's just like it kind of bothered me for like the solo fights a little bit, that were like the lack of a lock on, which the game doesn't really need. But like sometimes you would fuck up like your attack because like the dude would just like zip that way,
and you would start hitting the wrong guy.
Start hitting where like there's like not any tracking. So
I can see that. Like, if I would have had more problems with it, I would have like docked it for that.
When I came back to the game, I was like, "What's the lock on button? Like, what's the lock on? How do I lock on?" There isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I even looked it up online. I was like, "How the fuck do I lock on in this game? Like, no button works." It's like, oh, that's right, because there isn't one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it suffers from not having a lock on, but it would have made things easier for
but like
sure.
the solo fights would be a lot easier with something like that. Or at least a harder lock on specifically for those fights or something. I don't know. But and then there was just like a few other like minor issues that just were like kind of in the way sometimes after a long period of play, but for the most part it's fucking just great.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. I think it's really fun. I think the fights, the duels are really, really fucking cool. I like storming the areas. I like having the standoffs, so those are really fun.
Dude, the fucking standoffs are amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
There's a lot of good things in this game. I like the way they did the collectibles, even down to like you get your traveler's attire on, and you like have the little cricket that kind of leads you there. Like it's all about the like. There's all this like lore and all these little.
I do
things they
appreciate like
implemented.
the different armors are used for like different kinds of things.
Right.
Like the one Gosaku armor or whatever that you get from being for getting all the farms. Getting all the keys from that one,
Yes.
like it's like the tanky armor. It's like, oh, you're gonna take on like 1 billion dudes. Here, use this thing. It boosts
it's
your
like a
defense and
shogun
your
armor.
armor by like a fuck ton.
Yeah.
And then the traveler armor is like, hey, you want to explore? You'll get more of the fog lifted when you're traveling with the traveler's armor, and then you'll like your controller will vibrate within like 60 meters.
I
if
wore
you're
that for
within
most
like
of the game, but yeah.
Really?
a collectible, like, and then. Sakai armor, you can do like the 5 standoffs. The ghost armor is for like
More
sneaking
fear.
around and like you strike fear into the dudes so you can kill them a lot easier.
And I appreciate that because
Yeah.
there, like literally there was an armor for every gameplay.
Yeah, there was one time where I got on and like angry ass black dude joined the stream and like he was like, "What's with your like fucking chef hat?" Because it was like the hat that people wear at like the fucking the Japanese
The
like,
sushi places?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, I don't remember ever obtaining this.
Was
and,
it
like,
the archer armor?
I think it might have been, but like the game just sometimes I would just be wearing things that I never had selected to wear. It was weird. It was like the game was going in and like
I
fucking
think
with
when
me.
you get like a new armor, it like changes your headset, like your head.
What was
armor
really
and
funny
stuff with
is
it.
doing duels with the traveler's attire with the antlers still on. That was awesome. They like didn't match whatsoever. It's like this white flowy like just sheet outfit and then like this fucking antler helmet. It's awesome looking. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, this guy's crazy.
This is Ico 2.
Prancing into the fucking forest.
It's fucking it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's Ica's character. It's fucking like flowing white robes and this fucking antler shit. Yeah, it was. That's how you really strike fear to the heart. It's like, God, this guy must be an insane person. Look what he's wearing. What the fuck is that?
His mom definitely didn't dress him.
Yeah.
Sound and music next.
Sound and music. Yeah. What do you guys think of the sound,
I
music,
love the
voice
music.
acting?
Both the sound, music, and or like all those things are fucking fantastic. I played it in Japanese and fucking great.
Yeah, that's why I was chuckling at the trailer because their voices sound so weird to me.
Well,
So
like
I actually-
did you play it in Japanese too?
Yeah, I did.
The only voice in Japanese that kind of bothered me was Taka's voice.
Yeah.
Because he sounded like so high pitched compared to like every other person. And it's like, why is it this guy?
That's
like,
how. So I played it in English.
sounds like a child.
And that's how the sake drinker, the maker. That's how he sounds in the American one.
He sounds like a child.
He's got kind of a high pitch. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "What?"
Did they all have Japanese accents?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
That doesn't bother me. That's actually pretty good.
One of the things I appreciate sound wise though is that like when the Mongolians talked, you didn't get any subtitles and you couldn't understand them.
Yeah,
because you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one part where I was streaming and like I the window for the stream was kind of fucked up, and they were all talking in Japanese, and I had the subtitles below, but like I had not like adjusted it to show the full screen, and so like to the viewers, I was just listening to Japanese. Like, does Schweiss just speak Japanese? Like,
So you know what's up?
You're like, yeah, I'm fluent.
and I was like, what? And I looked at the little like stream thing, and I was like, oh shit, no, it's cutting out the fucking subtitles. I can't speak this shit. I know like 3 words.
You should have just been translating for him, be like, yeah, I fucking speak Japanese.
What Jin is actually saying.
Live translation. So this one is kind of a loose translation. He's kind of saying like,
What he said was, "Go fuck yourself."
more or less, it translates into "go fuck off." Yeah.
I did play it in English. I didn't really feel like reading subtitles. But I did go back and watch some of like the cutscenes and stuff in Japanese, and like both fantastic.
Oh yeah, the fucking Japanese is fucking great, and I honestly was really impressed with like the English one just from like watching the trailer.
Yeah, like it was great. They did a really, really good job.
But I do like the Japanese one.
No, and so I guess spoilers for replayability. I do want to go back and replay this on Kurosawa mode, where it's black and white.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And where I'm seeing, just hearing Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Japanese is fantastic. The music is really great. Being able to play your flute anytime is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
The little songs you play in there is cool.
I love when you decide to be a jackass and be evil. You hear the rolling thunder. Like that was one of my favorite parts. Was hearing like the rolling thunder throughout the thing, and the trees, like the brush with the trees, and like the water, and when you get to
just the ambient sounds, and then just like
great.
the sounds of like swords clashing and shit. Oh, yeah. Fucking, and then like the sounds of like bows being released, and then like the arrows tunking into stuff.
Yeah,
it's
the
just, like,
chunk. Yeah,
the sound of your sword hitting someone's flesh too was pretty good,
dude. It's so fucking satisfying in
Like,
like every way.
The sound for me was like very much like on par with like Last of Us 2 and them were like my favorite games I played with like the sound and like the effects, because like both of them were just like so satisfying with the ambience around it, with like the of like getting like killed, like
dude, even like stabbing, like there's those like stealth tactics where you can like stab a dude through like the doors and then pulling him in, and then like the sound of the paper ripping, and then like,
and then
fucking,
like the crack
wood
of like
breaking.
the wood. Oh, dude, it was
It's
so
fucking great. Like
good.
they paid attention to a lot of the small details in
They
there.
really
like
did.
even like the sound of the birds, like as they like fly around and shit,
Well, and the thing is like what's cool is that is like
and the
You
running
knew-
water of the hot springs.
yeah, you knew like which birds were which was kind of funny, because like you knew when one was going to be a mission bird and when one was just a normal bird.
Which
Or
one
one
was like
or
little,
one was a hawk for the Mongols. Like
or which one was like a side quest little
Yeah.
go find this thing kind of bird.
yeah, like you knew, because like they took the time to like put these different things in.
Yeah.
Voice acting was great. The guy, and he's in the English version.
The English.
Jin Sakai has the voice actor did great.
it's that Mexican coming out.
Yeah. Oh god, it's the full moon.
Habla inglés, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem. Like even like the NPCs, like none of them sounded the same,
Nope.
which is always
Or at
a
least
win in
not
my book.
detectable anyway, because
Yeah.
I don't speak Japanese.
Right. Yeah.
I think Angrass Black Dude has a clip where it sounds like they're using a racial slur. Like, what the
Nice.
fuck, N-word? That's what it sounds like they're saying. Yeah, and he heard it, but I never heard it. Maybe it's like a you gotta be black thing. I don't know. But he's like, "Did you hear it?" in the stream, and I was like, "No, man, I didn't hear it. It happened like 3 times." I'm like, "I can't hear it." But when I saw his little clip on Twitter, I was like, "Oh my god, I can hear it."
Maybe it's twisted.
He's got a special computer that finds slurs.
Yeah, maybe when I'm looking at his Twitter feed, I'm looking at it through the eyes of him, and so I can I don't know.
The eyes of him.
The eyes
You're just
of
like,
him.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel the.
I don't know, because he told me it happened like multiple times as I was playing. I was like, dude, I didn't hear shit. Like I don't know. But when I saw it, when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, yeah. What the fuck?
And you're like, oh my god.
It's like, man, that guy's racist.
We're gonna have to kill him.
How does he know the guy playing is black?
The game detects it.
Yeah.
It sees you through your PS camera.
Yeah, it's spying on you. It gives you racial slurs based on your skin tone. I liked the sound. The voice acting I thought was really good. The music was really good when it was a thing. It wasn't always like present, but
No, for the most part it was ambient, and then it was like for like the big moments where you're fighting like the Khotan guy and for your uncle and just like a bunch of like other stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the story missions would have like sweet music going on in the background.
The music when you fight Lord Shimmer at the end is so good.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it had a lot of really good moments. I think the sound effects they did a great job with, and
I think I'll give it a 10. I didn't have any problems with it, and I was honestly impressed with a lot of it.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna give it 10 as well. I very, very much enjoyed the music, and especially I like when the music can make you feel emotion, and like it paired so well with everything going on. It made you feel something.
Honestly, it was the voice acting for me that
Really?
really clenched it because I was
But I mean,
blown
like-
away. The Japanese voice acting is fucking awesome in that game.
yeah.
It seemed it when I was watching the videos, like it was really good. But like
Yeah.
the English too, like there's nothing felt flat in the English dub. Nothing felt like flat. Or
I could
forced.
still feel
It
like
was-
the emotion in parts for like when they're talking to each other. Just like it was crazy. Like,
Yeah, the only downside to the Japanese is
that you don't
obviously
speak it.
well, yeah, the subtitles, and then like missing some of the artistic stuff they did with some of the cutscenes because you're like reading real fast.
Yeah.
But that's a low complaint. I think I'll probably give it a 10 as well. I didn't have any problems with the sound of music. I think everything sounded great. I wish there would have been a little more music, but when they had the music during like those sieges and you like taking the castle back, like all that was super good.
I feel like the lack of music in some areas accentuated it more when it wasn't.
Yeah, it's fine to have
Yeah.
silence and just have like the
Yeah.
sound of like the wind blowing because like you
Well, that's
had
the
to
thing,
like
yeah,
know
you-
where like you were going and stuff. So
Yeah.
like it just they made a choice to be like instead of having music here, we'll just have like
Right.
wind so you know where you're going.
Well, and then you have to listen for the foxes
And-
listen for
yeah,
the
and,
birds.
like, the other sounds,
it
too,
makes
like, so it,
sense
like-
artistically why they chose to do it.
yeah.
And gameplay
So I get what you're
wise.
saying, but like I don't think it suffered from it.
Yeah. No, I don't either. That's why I gave it a 10.
All right, so graphics then.
Graphics and design.
This game is
So-
fucking beautiful.
I'm going to give it a 9. And the reason that I'm taking off a point, because I really would like to give it a 10, is because they reuse a lot of buildings over and over again. Like, all the time.
You
Like
telling me they all look the
have,
same?
They have like 3 buildings that they basically use the entire time that aren't like the big castles. Like, they're just all the fucking same. Every single one. There's no difference between any of them. And that it's just like it's just something that I kind of noticed as I was playing
Yeah,
for a long
that's
time.
kinda
And it's
true.
like,
I mean-
why are they just using the same design over and over again?
When you
Because
look-
like the towers are all exactly the same. The fucking like the lighthouses are basically the same. The fucking just like little huts that they live in are all the same. Like they have one of 3 designs, like the small one, the medium one, and the large one. Like it's all the same. They all have the same layout.
Yeah, that's one thing that the last big game we played with Last of Us 2, like everything looked super different. Like it was all like
Yeah.
very like they fleshed the shit out of that world.
They had
Visually.
less ground to cover, but yeah.
That's true, yeah. It's not nearly as open. But this one, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, everything else was fucking amazing though, but like it did bother me a little bit that everything had to look the same. Like even like the hot springs and stuff, like they didn't even change up like the pool a little bit. They had the same exact like pool setup and everything for every single one of them.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm still giving it a 10.
I mean, I don't mind that. Like it's just a small
No, and
detail
I
that
get
like,
it. Like,
I would have
it's-
appreciated a little
Right.
more. Like,
And I
variety.
honestly, I didn't think about that too. So like, but it doesn't bug me.
It didn't really bother me until like I was playing it like for a shitload of time. Like it was just like I had just gone through like because I was doing all the fucking like towns,
Yeah.
like liberating them, and I was like all these fucking houses look exactly the same.
Right.
And then like you go to a new area, and then they're like, oh well, same thing. Like there's no difference in any of these areas.
I guess I just didn't pay attention to that, like the house structure. I'm not like I don't watch HGTV, so I didn't really know
Well, I mean,
that I was gonna flip these houses.
it's not necessarily something
Yeah.
that you really notice, but like unless you do like really go for like liberating all the towns over and over.
And that's
like
fair.
I
I'm
did.
just giving you shit, but like, with like the game, like sorry, gameplay with like the design, like everything's beautiful though. Like
Yeah, it
everything's
really
very
is.
vibrant. Everything looks great.
The colors are like that's why I'm giving it a 9 still. 'Cause,
Right,
like,
right.
it's a beautiful game.
Oh,
Like
for
you can
sure.
even see the steam coming off of the
Yeah.
fucking like the hot springs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
the wind blowing, you could see the each individual like fucking leaf just like going in the
Well, it's like
directions.
you get all the different seasons too. Like you get spring, fall, summer, and winter, and
you
they all
get to
look
experience like
fucking great.
everything, yeah, and then like there's a day night cycle. The lighting in the game is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Dude,
'Cause
playing
you
at night
can
is
see
fun.
like you can see the fucking like beams of light coming through like the forest and through the leaves and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that in like any other game, to be honest. Like the fucking like light coming through like the leaves through the forest, like
Yeah.
as I'm walking through
This
it.
game definitely was like art. Like
It-
100%.
it wa-
was.
yeah.
I would really like an art book for this one if they do make one.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like the photo mode is insane too. Like
Yeah.
just the stuff that it lets you like.
Well, there's like little
do.
details with it too, like just all the little things. Again, like with the sound, they went for it and it paid off. I really enjoy like character the designs. I think they'll look good. All the armor sets look different, no matter what you get, and the enemies throughout the game do like.
I also
get
appreciate
beefed
that
up
the
as well
armor
with different
sets change when you upgrade them.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool too.
yeah.
Just add a little bit more. Yeah, I think that was cool.
Yeah. I'm giving the graphics and design a 10. I think it looks fantastic. It's the best looking game I've ever played.
Koten Khan looks pretty cool. Like he looks
Yeah.
good. That's the thing is like every character looks good. Every fucking character looks good.
I wish I could have played it in 4K.
The only
was
thing is,
great.
I wish I could have gotten this the armor that Lord Shimura wears.
His was cool
Yeah,
with like the horns like that
yeah,
and like the ooh.
or just like his regular like Lord outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
Lord
it was cool.
Kimono.
yeah.
Yeah, this shit was cool.
Replayability, second gameplay category, story, all of it. Like, is this game?
It's a 10,
Yeah.
easily. There's no fucking question. Like this one, honestly, I would give it a 20 if I could, because like, not only is there a new game plus mode now,
And now multiplayer.
there is multiplayer, which you can have like a bunch of different styles of character. Like there's a lot of multiplayer shit that's apparently really fun about it. There's like bosses, and like it has its own story mode in the multiplayer thing. The game is fucking massive. There's a lot of collectibles to go get. There's like, the story is amazing. We gave it a 10. So like, obviously like there's a lot of ability to replay it. The fucking like depth of gameplay to like be able to, the variety and shit to
Yeah.
just like switch between. It's insane how much like there's available to just go back and do. And the fact that you can like pick it up again like after 3 months of not playing it and know exactly how to play
Yeah.
it is, it's insane.
It does. It speaks volumes for like what they've done. As well, like I am going to give it a 10 because I already said I am going to go back, and maybe not like in December, but like for sure, like at the start of the new year, I am going to go back and play it so I can count it for the hug.
Yeah, and then
Play it in Kurosawa mode.
Yeah, Akira Kurosawa mode where everything's black and white. It's
it's
fucking, and it
Japanese.
looks amazing even in that. Like
Right.
it's insane.
But I think I do want to go back and I want to finish up all the side missions. Like I am tempted to do that tonight.
Yeah, I want
When
the
we're all
plat.
online.
I want
Just
it
to go
bad.
on. I heard the plot's actually not super hard to get,
Well, it's not hard. It's
you just have to
fucking
collect
long.
everything.
but like
It's
but
just an
that's-
open world game where
Yeah.
it's easy, but it's gonna take you time.
I don't even care about collecting all the banners or anything. I just want to get Tsushima 100% liberated. So I want to kill all the Mongols and I want to finish all the side missions.
Yeah.
It's something that I really want. So yeah, 100% 10.
Yeah, I also give it a 10. I think there's a lot to do. The multiplayer seems really cool. I want to get in there.
We should Branny wants us to play. So I think if we get him, and then us four could be a team it out and play because he really, really wants to play it.
Yeah, we got to look into playing some of that. It's cool that they added the new stuff. I like when they add patches after the fact and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, new game plus." There's all these new ads.
Right. Well, as well, like I guess the multiplayer like is more steeped in myth because you fight like Onis and like demons and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's way cool. Yeah. So I'm
All
looking
right,
forward to that.
and you're playing as your own character.
yeah, you make your own. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's really cool because then you're in the world and like you are one of those people that it's like kind of like the ghost is a legend and you're like, man, this shit could be real. Like, man,
Yeah.
you're like one of those superstitious like you're in,
Right.
As opposed to you being the one creating the myths of your own, like the fact that you're an Oni, because
Yeah.
that's what they think pretty much.
Yeah.
You're a vengeful spirit.
Yeah.
Like now you're a person that sees all this shit and you're like, oh man, what if there are more? You know?
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It is cool, and like from what he was saying, like he was gushing about it a lot. Was just like there's the different like classes and stuff, and like you can be more support, you can be like more like defense, like holding.
And also,
people off,
Craig
you
can
know?
actually play it. Is that what you're saying?
Such a dick. But yeah,
That's good.
so yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Craig, there's a support class in the online mode, so you can actually play with us.
so yeah, so I'm I'm looking forward to trying it out.
Yeah.
You you can support me with some like Ritz crackers or whatever.
Ritz crackers.
Here you go, dude. Here you go.
Here's some hummus, man. Good luck.
Yeah, go get them.
I don't think they had Ritz and hummus in fucking 1200 Japan.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna give you a rice cracker and some peanut butter. You can do
Yeah.
it.
Fucking bowl of rice, maybe. You ain't getting nothing more.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't. I'm gonna be honest, man. This is my game of the year, 100%. I fucking love this game.
It would be a real struggle to find something that's gonna beat it.
It would. Well, I mean, they already chose pandering to win. Last of Us 2, I think they announced it. They got that's the game of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, like, if you chose that over Game of Ghost of Tsushima, like, you're 100% wrong. Like,
And you clearly didn't play Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah, like I've played 3 games about revenge this year, and Last of Us 2 was beaten by a shark game. So, like, yeah,
By the way, Maneater and Last of Us 2 have the same exact story.
yeah, we were talking about that. It's really funny.
Just felt like you should know that. Like, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, like honestly, like I mean, and jokes aside, like you can have your wrong opinions, but like Ghost of Tsushima is.
It is a
Wonderful.
very strong game. It's the strongest game that's come out this year.
Yeah.
Other than like
Yeah.
Doom Eternal and
And Miles Morales.
I think this has been kind of a weak year, honestly.
You have said that, and there's been some.
it
like,
does feel like it's a weak year just because like
Does it feel like it's a weak year too? Because this year's been fucking hell, and it seems
Yeah.
like forever.
Part of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of it's that. It's because I don't sleep. I can't fast forward through any of it.
Get fast travel.
It's all regular speed.
no fast traveling for Schweitz.
Yeah. Yeah, we all gave it 10s for replayability. That's a good sign.
You know, and like honestly, man, like I can tell you, like pick up this game if you haven't played it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is beautiful. It's great. I wouldn't say there's a huge, like a big learning curve to it.
I
Like
think it's getting a sequel.
really,
Are you serious?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
but
I
think they said something about wanting to do one.
No, are you gonna find? Are you gonna meet like? Is Jin gonna come out as gay, and we're gonna have to travel with this
I
guy that
don't-
just barely met
I
him?
don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna be Jin. I
And-
think it's gonna be about the second time
Like,
that they invaded.
like this
Tsushima.
butch chick is gonna
If they
kill
do
you.
one.
This butch chick's gonna kill you, and you're gonna have to hunt her down. But she's gonna have a change of heart like halfway through the game.
So the Mongols invaded Tsushima a second time, like a couple years later. I don't know.
Oh, really?
when- yeah. In actual history, that's what I
They
think it's
never
gonna be
learn.
about. That's what I think it's gonna be about if they don't do like a DLC.
That would be cool.
if they actually.
And
do
what
a
would be
sequel.
sick about that is if like, okay, yeah, that'd be sick. Because like, not only do you have like to fight the Mongols, but if you had like, Jesus Christ, if Schweiss almost fell for those that are listening.
This chair.
If you had like the Shogun samurai come and it's like, hey, you can't kill them, so you have to just subdue them. That would be an interesting gameplay mechanic change.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you have to like for like the show.
Or you only have to be honorable in order to fight them.
Yeah, or like the Shogun thing is or you just like from like hiding in the trees, you just like throw like a smoke bomb and you just like subdue them real quick and knock them out and then just run away. Like it'd be cool,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, like I can't like gush about this game enough. It is so good.
It
Yeah.
is a strong PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like I gave it really good scores and I like it and I will go back and play it, but I'm not. I don't know, man. And I gave it almost. I
I feel like it's just because you love Sekiro too much.
I really think the Sekiro poisoned you, man. Like from what you were saying, like before we started streaming.
It's funny because I gave him the exact same.
Every
score.
time
Yeah.
you talk about Ghost of Tsushima, you bring up Sekiro.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Every single time,
It's 'cause it
without
wants to-
fail, and you always inevitably compare them in some way.
It's because it wants to be, man. They both have the grappling hook. They're both Japanese. Tsushima, your Jin even wants to be a ninja. He wishes he were Sekiro. It's that Sekiro giving him that bad influence. That's what his uncle should have said. It's like you've been hanging around with that
wolf again,
You've been hanging around with the wolf too much.
No, Grandpa, just you now.
That dirty peasant.
That's
that
actually
fucking
something
wolf.
that I also really appreciated about the game is that there wasn't like some kind of love story that was like being forced.
Whatever, bro. He wanted to clap those cheeks.
Yeah, I don't know. He's the only one.
There was more like it was more like friendship between them than anything else.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I did like how you like stood up for like where the uncle was like, just tell them it was her. Yeah, that was a dick move. I was like, just tell them she did it to you. Just tell them she made you do these things. And he's like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would I do that? And he's like, no. And like that too, I was like the thing where it's like, oh, okay,
Just let them kill her and then you'll be fine.
So we're gonna not be honorable and we're gonna lie. Okay, jackass. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's weird because I really do like the game, but I don't think it's like the most amazing game ever made.
But he had a hand
Well,
job
I mean,
from.
it's not the most
Sekiro's.
amazing game ever made, but it is a really good one, and it's definitely the
Yeah.
strongest one this year.
I agreed.
Yeah, this year does kind of suck, but I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. Doom Eternal is really fucking great.
But I think
I had
think
my own
this-
problems with Doom Eternal, but it is really great.
No, Doom Eternal
but
is
I
great.
do still feel
but I
like
think
Doom
this one's-
2016 is better.
Okay, I want to go back and play
Well,
Doom
yeah.
Eternal now.
It is better, but like I'm saying, I'm not trying to like piss on this game and say that this is a weak year and that's why it's the best game. I just think it's a weak year, and this is also a really good game. So.
Yeah.
But it's a really good game that doesn't. To me, it's like it's still just an open world game. Like, yeah, they did things really well, but it's not like they broke the mold.
Yeah, they haven't exactly done that.
So like,
but
I'm not like, oh my god. I'm like, they did everything
it's
to
not
a 10.
It's
but
not
it's
quite
not,
an open world revelation like Witcher 3 was, or anything like that.
It tries to be, and it gets close.
It does.
but-
It does a lot of good things,
I don't know.
and you know what? This is like the first game that Sucker Punch has made in a long fucking time, and the last few ones that they've been making have been infamous.
Yeah,
So I mean,
they did a good job.
it's the biggest game they've made by far, and it's kind of a new attempt in a new direction. So like,
Yeah.
I think it's fucking good, and like a sequel could improve in every single way.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I think this is definitely worth it if you have a PlayStation 4. This is a game you should play. This
Yeah.
is like the final farewell to like how
Yeah.
good you can make these games look on this console.
I agree. It's definitely it's the end of its life cycle, and they're pushing the PlayStation as far as it can go.
Yeah,
And it looks
it can go
it's
pretty
great.
fucking far.
Yeah, it can.
It looks great, and there's everything about it is good. I wouldn't say everything about it is amazing, other than the way it looks, but everything is pretty fucking good. That's what I'm sure. I think that might be what it is. Is like I'm tired of the open world, and like I do think this is a really good game, which is why I gave it such high scores. But at the same time, it's like there's nothing about it that like really changed the name of the game. But that's not really a bad thing either,
No.
And I love the style of it. I'm a guy that likes westerns, and of course westerns come from Japanese samurai
stuff, yeah.
movies, so the standoffs are
And
great.
yeah, there's just like not even a lot of those like Japanese style games either. Like
Yeah.
there's like
It's really just Sekiro and this, like, and maybe like the old
there's
Bushido
a few
games. But
yeah, there's like a few older games like on PS2 and stuff that like kind of have it, but not like anywhere near this level.
yeah, the feudal Japan of the last couple years in gaming is like top notch.
Yeah.
It's really good, and this one certainly adds to it. It adds to it in a different way. It's really good. So recapping the scores: story 10 from Zach, 10 from Craig, 9 from myself. Gameplay 10 from Zach, 9s from me and Craig. Sound and music 10s across the board. Graphics and design 10 from Zach, 9 from Craig, 10 from myself. Replayability 10s across the board for a total of 146 out of 150, which is 50 from Zach. You give it a perfect score. 48 from Craig and I. That is a 97 out of 100. And Metacritic has it at an 85, which seems kind of low, honestly.
That is pretty low, yeah.
So we highballed it by 12 points. Easily the best game we've reviewed this year, like by a lot. It's pretty good, man. Like
It's a good game.
I don't think there's another.
This is a game that like really makes you crave other games in the feudal Japan style.
Yeah.
Because
agreed.
like the way that it's made it like Sekiro like kind of made me want more of it, And then I was really excited when they announced Ghost, and like it's delivered on pretty much everything.
It's funny because I went through phases with it. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be amazing." And then like Sekiro, I was like, "Oh, it looks like dog shit." And then I played the Sekiro, and I was like, "Oh, fuck." And then I was less excited about Ghost because they just kept not releasing it, and then they did, and it's like, no, it's actually really good. So
Yeah,
it was worth the wait because
Yeah.
they announced this like a long time ago. Like it was when God of War was still like starting to come out, and that thing's been out for like 2 years. And I think it was worth it, man. They made a big ass game look really fucking good, and I don't know. There's a lot of. I want to go back and find all those straw hat fuckers and fight them because those are some of the best.
Is there more? Because like I didn't run into
You
any.
can find duels with some of them. Yeah,
They're all straw.
Sick.
Yeah, they're all straw hat.
Badass.
duels. Yeah.
Oh, I want to do that too now.
There's one by like the ocean that's fucking sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to do that.
There's a lot to do.
I did one in like the marsh one was fun.
Yeah, the Marsh one was fun.
This game I didn't want to get. I didn't plan on getting it. I didn't think it was gonna be my thing. I was like, cool. But then when we said we were gonna play it for the thing, I was like, fine, I'll get it. I'll get it for the show. And then I am so glad I did.
I just got a show copy because I'm starting to turn cheap. But I agreed though. It's like I would have bought it, and I think it's worth your money, even if it's full price.
It's
so.
on sale right now. If there's a Black Friday sale going on PlayStation Network right now, I think Ghost is $44. It might be a little bit more.
It's totally worth it.
It is 100% worth it. So if you have some extra cash burning around, and you want some games, definitely, I don't think you'll regret it. I've already talked this game up and gotten some friends to buy it. Yeah, last night. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And for me, if I can get $1 an hour for every $1 I spend, it's always been worth it.
Yeah.
And this game, easily you'll pass that.
Oh,
if you-
100%.
Even if you buy like a nice edition of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of a testament too, because like, there's so many people that I've like. This is like one of the most platinum games that I've seen. Like, I know tons of people that have platinum this game.
Yeah.
it's an easy plat, and a
But
lot
it's
of people
fun.
have been enjoying it too. Yeah, so there's a reason that it has a lot of plats.
Yeah, it's part of it is you're right because it's an easy open world one, but there's a lot to do, which means that people have to be dedicated. And it is. You're right. It is a really high percentage. Which,
There's a lot because like you have to do those bamboo cuttings, you have to do all the fucking like hunts for the
Red Octobers.
the Red Octobers.
Red October.
You have to do the fuck, what are they called? The shrines, the foxes, the fucking crickets.
Yeah, yep.
And there's like a ton of each of those things.
There are a lot. Yeah.
And like, I kind of want to like upgrade all the armor sets too, because like, if
I think I'm close. I need to
they just
finish
look
out
cool,
like
they look so
3
good.
more.
And you got to write more haikus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame poetry. Yeah.
Lame
Can't believe we forgot about
poetry.
that.
The thing is like some of the poetry did
it's-
seem
That is a
janky.
redundant statement though. Lame poetry. How many times can I say lame in a row?
Jackass. It is like those things. What I did like about those wars, like it was really beautiful. Like they did make us here like looking at different things, and it just looked great.
Yeah, it was cool.
But yeah, get Ghost of Tsushima, man. Women, whoever you are,
Wayman.
whammons, get it. It's a good game. Treat yourself.
Agreed, guys. Pick it up.
For Black Friday shit right now, I think it's like 40.
For POC Friday, pick it up. I told you, I think it's like $44 right now on PlayStation because I was going through games
I
last
think
night.
it's exactly 40 right now. I think it was like
Was it?
$39.99.
Pretty sure it's
in a lot of
44.
Wait,
places.
why POC Friday?
'Cause
Person of Color
Yeah, we
Friday
don't say
because
black.
it's Black Friday.
Oh, I got you.
I'm being, yeah.
I was
being
like, wait,
PC,
are
bro.
Asian people of color?
No.
Because like they're whiter than I am.
Kind of.
So
Yeah. Listen, I just don't want my
there
privilege
there
to
is
show.
they have a color.
They're color of yellow.
One of my when I called Schweiss yesterday about the PS5s at Walmart, I was like, yeah, dude, and I saw like a guy with a Walmart vest walking out to buy one. And he's like, fucking privilege, white privilege. I was laughing so hard. I was like, fucking white people, dude.
Yeah.
Their
funny.
privilege.
Yeah.
So-
you guys should play this game. It's super fun.
Yeah. So now we're gonna do multiple months worth of drawings and catch up on that. So let's get into that, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I can't say all of you have been waiting for because only the best among you, those who give us your goddamn money, have been waiting for months worth of fucking drawings that we have here. Here are the winners. August 2020, Skull Hottie. September 2020, Chase Sariaslani. October 2020. Coming in with a surprise victory here. Congrats to James Dorsey in November 2020. Skull Hottie again. So, guys, let me know. Hit me up. We're going to have a link to the list available for you to peruse and choose which of the wonderful giveaway games you would like. So please hit us up. Thank you all so much for your support. And when I say thank you all, what I really mean is thank you. God. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Nah. See, you know, a normal podcast would edit this out, but normal podcasts are weak. My cocaine there. Thank you to Chase Ariaslani, Reathmus, Junk Food King, Skull Hottie, Marco, Laliana Gose, DK Asuna, Oliver Dawson, Jared Leitch, Suzanne Barsley, Douglas Hopkins, Alex Rads, Happy Puppet, Ryan McPherson, Nick Craig, Sean Koskinen, David Ritz, President, Bluefar 21860, Penguin Mage, William Flores, James Gameboy, James Dorsey, Mike Duchek, Brad Perrick, Ingrass Black Dude, Jim Lee, and Tyler Source Rex. Thank you all for your support this month. We really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who supported us at any point in time. We really appreciate it. Not everybody wins in the drawings, obviously, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Guys, thank you so much for your support. And we really, again, can't thank you enough. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com. You can search for Nude Clan Podcast. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel. We are live streaming the episodes every week, and I've been doing quite a bit of streaming myself on the side. That is twitch.tv/NudeClanGaming. You can sub to us there if you have an Amazon Prime account for free, and we will get a percentage of the proceeds from that, so we would really appreciate it. And audibletrial.com/NudeClan. Educate yourself. Listen to a goddamn book. I mean, really, as awesome as we are, there's some great books out there that'll probably teach you at least as much as we'll teach you, maybe a little more, possibly a little bit more. So please consider doing that. And then, guys, as always, until next time,
Enjoy the nude.
Fuck your honor.
Live always in the nude.
No!